All right, let's get this going. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing? I see Gamers, Sloth, and Cinder. How you guys doing? Hope everything's going well. 1 second. It appears the capture card has disconnected, because of course it has, for the bonus disc. Someday this is gonna work right, I promise. $1760 at 1800. Awesome, Cinder. Awesome. There we go. There we go. There it went. Of course it did. There we go. Now it's all working. I should probably tell you what you're up to right now, yeah. Alright, just double checking. You know, this Jirachi. Let's get underway. It happens tonight. Yeah, gamer person, how's it going? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. How have you been? I keep messing this up. Also, I do need to do one quick thing. 4 to 6 wins left, and it's yours. Nice. Whoops, I totally just clicked on the ad button. I apologize if that went to an ad. I didn't know that was there was a new button and I clicked it out of curiosity. 1 second real quick here. So yeah, how's it going? How's it going? One, welcome, welcome. 4 wins if you have no more losses today. But that's super unlikely. I mean, yeah. Yeah, like, with any kind of ELO system and stuff, yeah. Also, now this won't go away. Okay, there we go. Yo, Shy Dude, how's it going? Legit don't want to do this Nuzlocke anymore. You just lost to Guzma because you didn't get to prep by taking a speed lowering item off of Jolteon, and even though it's been EV trained, it didn't outspeed. RIP. I guess what if you lost him, then does that kill the run, or do you still have Pokemon left over? Now you get your notification to the stream. Ah, yes. Only like 5 minutes in, you know. 5 minutes isn't too bad compared to sometimes I remember people being like, "Oh, hey, I got the notification," like an hour after I started, and I was like, "That's useful with a live stream." You know, especially if you consider live streams kind of like my stream earlier today. Like the lunchtime streams. Those ones are pretty rough. Those are rough when like the notification goes out late. It's like 45 minutes late and it's like, oh yeah, we're ending in like 2 minutes. Doing Lunalitens and you had a Ghost Dark Path, but your teammates went Fire, so you only got 1 Dark type. RIP. Are you playing online then, Sloth? I guess you have to be playing online then. If anyone else has a say in the path you take. Why would they go Fire? I mean, was it potentially a situation where they were worried about like the current typing of the team not being able to take on the Ghost type? Loki was great today, but you missed your WoW boy. Loki was really good today, yeah. It's really good. It was a really good like episode, just as being an episode of a show. I will say compared to the last 2 episodes, I don't know. It felt more like a setup episode without having any, like, without being as much of a setup episode as the past ones were. I don't know. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it for sure. It did a lot of character building, if nothing else. Hey, Sleepy Latias, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Don't do Lunala online. It's 100 times easier to do solo. Got yours offline since you had full control. Nice. You had grass and water on your team? Yeah, so you're like balanced out. Like there should be no reason not to go through Ghost type. Like you're balanced on Fire. Like you're taking at least 1 hit. I'm sorry, cat. I'm sorry. Not right now. Yo, Coco, how's it going? Shiny Rowlet. Yee. One felt lower than the last week, but it's still yeah, like it's just a matter of what I was hoping to continue to be escalation leveled off, you know? So sorry for like the noise and the cat. The cat tried to jump up and didn't have room. And I turned and she fell. Now I've probably lost all trust with her. Usually she takes a nap about now. She got her food and everything, so I don't know. Yeah, like, it definitely, it was weird. It was weird. Because, like, I can't say it was slower. I can't say it was, like, more of a character building episode. I can't say it was less actiony. Like, it had everything. It was just a little different. My cat's sneezing like crazy. I don't know what's going on. About to go motorcycling. Oh, see you later, Coco. Have fun with that. Good luck, thank you. I want to draw something, we don't know what. Draw like a super realistic Pokemon. The ending's kind of insane. Oh, yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about Loki. Yeah. Yeah, no, the ending was good. I mean, the whole episode was good. I wouldn't say the episode was bad. I think, I don't know, just to avoid spoilers, I guess honestly to an extent, even the very ending of the second episode was like good, but it wasn't like building in the way I would have liked for it to build. Or like it sped up the actions very suddenly when I was like, hold on, I want this to be a bit more slow, I guess. And then this one, again, it's good, it's really good. Like, I'm not saying anything's bad with it. I still heavily recommend people watch the show. It was really good. It was really good. It did some character development that I wasn't expecting. I think, honestly, Juan, your whole thing about your WoW boy not being there was probably very much in line with my kind of issue with the episode. It didn't have, like, one of the main, like, groups referenced much. Or they were referenced, but they never, like, did anything. Adele has a new champion fighter. Oh, yeah, I saw, was it Gamers? Looked up Bloodborne, it's just like Dark Souls. Yeah, it's made by the same people. Gameplay now Code Vein is like Dark Souls, but in anime style. Interesting. It was good, just not as good as the last episode. Yeah, the second episode was insanely good. You can do that. How about Reshiram? Go for it! Do it! Our team was strong. I'll need to go watch the replays. I wasn't able to. I was rushing to get the stream started on time. Because I'm assuming a lot of you guys saw it in my message in Discord or on YouTube. I had to run out and get food today. I was gonna, like, cook some, like, pasta for dinner. Like, that was my plan. And, like, I needed to wash dishes. And then the water was cut out, so I couldn't do any of that. So, like, alright, well, I want something to drink. I've been thirsty since, like, the water went out. That's how I noticed the water went out. Was, like, trying to get some water from like, the sink and just couldn't. I was like, this is strange. Tried another faucet, also out. I was like, no! Why would you crit right there, Mudkip? Your Jolteon has a plush special attack nature, so if you outspeed, you should be able to one-hit KO or get really close with discharge. Ooh. Only problem with Hoenn is that he whispers in a lot of his scenes. Yeah. I think the biggest problem I've had with the show, honestly, is that it, like, the actual, like, filming is dark. Which is fine, like, it's kind of, I guess, that's the feel they're going for, and it works for, like, kind of their artistic side of it, but I have the problem of, if I watch it and there's any sunlight coming into my room, about half of any scene is just washed out by, like, the sunlight reflecting off my TV. That's how that battle should have gone. Of course it's Veltal and not Guzzlord. You hate this. Oh no. Didn't know legends were allowed when you made your team, but you also chose to ignore the fact when you found out. Also didn't make good choices in the battle. He was way smarter than you. I'll have to go back and go back and watch replays. I'm assuming the replays are posted. Bloodborne and Dark Souls are almost the same, just different enemies and bosses. The story's different too, yeah. Be a little weird if they released the same story. Ah, so close. Why'd I go in this door? First encounter of the day is always a little bit funky. Don't think you posted them. Ah, dang it. Oh well. Oh well. Used Raikou and Zeraora. Ah, okay. Yeah, this is some pretty strong cat Pokemon to be able to add. Dark Souls like 3 games. Yeah. So Dark Souls has 3 games, and then yeah, like the Bloodborns are also kind of like games people recommend to continue playing Dark Souls if you finish those 3. Resets. Can't wait for the next tournament. Yeah, Juan, thank you so much for putting that on, man. What I realize now, and kind of realized today, like while I was running around and I saw you posting about it starting, I think it would make a lot of sense to be able to give you, Juan, some sort of role in the Discord, to let you post in the Battle Tournaments channel. Like or not the Battle Tournaments channel, but the announcement channel for it. I feel like that would be a little bit important for making sure people know about stuff and getting the word out to more people. So yeah, we'll do that. I'll work on that. Of course, the capture card went out. I don't know what's up with this capture card. I don't know why it has so many issues like this. Just wanted to keep the tournament up a bit since it's been a while since the last live tournament. Yeah, totally. Bloodborne's what inspired you to practice more realism and anatomy? Nice! Pretty sure you said that last stream? All good. All good. No, it's awesome to have inspiration like that. Hopefully I can just kind of recover this. I don't have to hit any buttons. Or I don't have to... why is this capture card so clunky to use? I just want it to work. There we go. Oh my god. Okay, no, it's still working. I thought the capture card... It sat black for a little bit longer than I expected, or it sat on a black screen for longer than I expected, and was a little bit annoyed. A guy from an old TV show who drew a newspaper cartoon style inspired you to draw? Really? That's cool. Nearly one hit KO to Pokemon that wasn't weak to discharge. Dang. Should be fine for Guzma. Can use flying types for Pinsir. Yeah, best of luck with that shot, dude. I hope it works. Abandoned both Persian and Berserker because your plan was to fake out swap into Luxray. Then Volt into Incineroar, but kind of messed that up and went with a different strategy in the second battle. When you saw the fake out, you're wondering if it was banded or just high base stat. Ooh. Yo, Goldie, welcome back. How are you doing? How's your afternoon? Is your Switch holding up? Were you able to find the other Golduck? Lady Maria is just such a cool character. Yeah, is the Switch working? So from earlier, it sounds like Goldie's Switch is working, which is fantastic news. It is so good to hear that. Yeah, it seems like the Switch kind of forced itself to go through the process of turning itself back or off and back on again, which genuinely helps a lot of the time. As much as it's kind of a joke to do that, like it genuinely helps in a lot of situations. Thinking Raikou might be inner focus. Raikou being inner focus screwed you with the fake outs. A boosted fake out, nice. A lot of fake outs happening. I use first impression, which is a priority move. Oh. Are you guys playing again right now? I want to get Switch out checked out by Nintendo or something just in case. Absolutely. It's definitely like worth getting checked. You don't want to lose any of the data. But it's also just good news to hear like that it turned back on. You're hunting the second floor now where Chansey is. Ooh, you're risking getting that Chansey. No one wants the Chansey. Which is like the weirdest thing. I never would have thought that like, if you showed me that game and like the odds of everything showing up, you never would have thought that it would have been so against like Chansey showing up. But here I am. Here I am. Completely against the idea of Chansey being involved in any kind of shiny hunt now. Like, even outside of Let's Go, we were haunted by that with Elekid. I already have the Chansey. I now have 2 Chanseys in Sun. I think 2 Chanseys, or I have maybe 1, and then a bunch of failed ones because I didn't particularly care when trying to catch them. You're at a pool party right now, and you go in a few minutes. Oh, okay. It's a penny dive. Oh, fun. Also, Rachi. Yes. Alright, mashing buttons time! Mashing all the buttons we can. Trying to speed through these menus as fast as possible. Alright, cool. Bonus disc is set up. So we should be good to go even if the capture card fails on us again. There we go, now we can save. Yes, I want to save, save. You have 2 and use some for using it to train your shiny anti team. Yeah, use some, they're a lot more common. I feel just because, yeah, a lot of people have used them in that situation of attempting to like chain on Chanseys and Blissies for those massive experience points, but they weren't chainable in Sun and Moon, so like they were considered much rarer. I guess you just soft reset until he doesn't use first impression. Don't know if it's programmed to always use it or if it was bad luck. It didn't earlier, so I think it's just bad luck. It might just be bad luck, yeah. I wouldn't have been surprised if it was the AI. His AI was coded to start with first impression, just because it's kind of the signature move of Golisopod, and you know they want to show it off. Hope to get shiny Lickitung when you get home. Cause you hunted that for a while back. I still can't believe you got a full-out shiny Golduck. That's so awesome that you got that, Goldie. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, for anyone who wasn't in the stream, we were hunting for Psyduck earlier today at lunch. Hey, those are like short streams. Goldie decided last night they were going to hunt alongside us. They were going to do a Golduck as kind of a haha, I wonder if I get the Golduck before Mindless gets the Psyduck. Sure enough, Goldie managed to get a full odds Golduck today. Like, building up the chain again, you know, 9 encounters in, and boom, shiny Golduck. So, like, the odds haven't even been boosted yet. That's crazy. Seriously awesome, Goldie. Tracy's just a big meanie when it comes to Safari Zone and Let's Go. In the Safari Zone, it's too rare, and in Let's Go, it's too common. Try to get a low roll and see if it lives on, like, 3. Yeah, just see what happens. Any of you guys watched the iCarly revival? I saw the trailer for it. I haven't watched it. Is it out yet officially? I think I have access because that's on Paramount Plus. I think I have access to that somehow. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly where I would have access, but I think I have access to that. So I might try watching it. I don't know. I feel weird about it. Like, I don't. They could have done a. It could have been a worse way to do it. Like they could have just like used the name again, but with different characters, and just been like, oh, it's like been a while. They revived the site or something stupid like that. But I don't know. I don't know, the fact that they actually got like the main cast back and it seems like just generally a show geared towards the same people who the first show was geared towards, just now they're all older. Milk lives on 11, yo! That's awesome. Unpopular opinion, but green looks good on some shinies like Latios, Ursaring, and Jolteon. Oh, it definitely doesn't look bad on all of them. I think generally when people say that, they're not necessarily talking about like, oh, this shiny is just awful 100% of the time, or like this color's awful on shinies 100% of the time. Because there are some really good green shinies, you're right. But the problem with green is there are only so many good greens. Like if you take a blue or something, pretty much any blue that is still considered blue looks pretty okay, you know? But like if you take a green, you can get some really gross looking green colors. I think that's the problem people tend to have. You know, it's not so much a problem with like all greens. It's like just a few of them. And the problem is a lot of Pokemon that have green shinies also have green normal forms, and they use the good greens on the normal form. I could probably definitely think of a like. I don't think Bagon or Salamander, those are bad. Those look pretty okay. And Rowlet's not bad either. Rowlet, I guess, is a bit more of a blue or a teal. Yo, Jiha, how's it going? Just thought you'd drop by. Good to see you, man. How have you been, Jiha? Hope all is well. Just don't like shinies that look like they were vomited on, like, Grimmsnarl. What does Grimmsnarl's shiny look like? I can't think of its shiny right now. But no, yeah, I totally get that. I totally get that, Goldie. Still need to protect since Golisopod also lives and gets switched out. Yeah, if it comes back again, it can use First Impression. Yeah, like that's kind of his whole strategy is use First Impression. Unless you knock Golisopod out in one turn, it has a free swap. Like, you would have to take it down from... Well, that's, concerning. It's very concerning with our Torchic here. There we go. 1776. Yo, you're getting there, Cinder. You're so close. So close you can feel it, yeah? Grimmsnarl's white and pink, though. Light silver and dark magenta. Just inverted the normal, okay. So happy you got the Dragon Bolt, your second favorite Pokemon, and love the shiny. I'm so glad you got it too, that's awesome. Red card Golisopod is 9,000 IQ. What does red card do? I know it was like a thing in oh gosh, this is a horrific Torchic. I remember it being used by one of the ace trainers in Sun, but I don't remember what it was. What did it do? The bully is here, yeah, for real. Just an emergency exit item? Gotcha. Dang, so giving Golisopod 2 emergency exits? Because there's other ways to get Golisopod to emergency exit twice, but it takes like falling into a very specific range. Come on. Ah, dang it. It takes falling into a very specific range of HP. Like, you need enough for certain berries to raise your health back up. Yeah, it's very interesting. Finished the Reshiram, it didn't take very long because you planned on it being a sketch. Gotcha. Wouldn't focus sash work? So, Golisopod only emergency exits the turn that its health falls from above half health to below half health. So if you were to get emergency exited because you fell to like a quarter health, and then you go back in and you get like 5 HP taken back off her. I'm not even trying on that. Yeah, Golisopod, only when it goes from above 50% to below 50%. Red card switches out the attacker when the holder is hit. Red card ejects the Pokemon that hit the Pokemon holding it unless the Pokemon holding it faints. Misunderstanding these things. Okay. Or can we attempting to get one for SOS for the funny? I believe things like Arena Trap do indeed keep Wimpod in play. So you can SOS Wimpod, I think. No, you can't SOS Wimpod because I don't think Wimpod calls for help. I don't think. Like, I think they just kind of went, and there's no need to give it, like, an SOS call table because it won't do that. I think is what happened with it. What was the item that switched the user? Eject button? I don't know. Torchic needs to get a crit right here. What the heck? Come on. Come on, these crits are rough. Love shiny tongue. Lick a tongue. Wanna get this a shiny? Go for it. Do it. Yeah, this is rough, because the problem is neither Mudkip nor Torchic are reroll. Look how little the crit did. That was a crit, and it did nothing. That's insane. Fortunately, you know, assuming, you know, knock on wood, Mudkip doesn't crit. Assuming Mudkip doesn't get a crit of its own, I think we're okay. Oh, this is the point where we can get crit. Yes, we got a second crit. We finished off. I need to stop playing the trading card game. Oh, yeah, because that has a whole, like, different set of rules, basically, doesn't it? Getting a Crobat noise! Eject button is the one where the holder switches out if hit by the opponent, if it survives. Okay, so eject button would kind of be the thing, then. Granted, if you had an eject button, it kind of makes emergency exit less than useful, since you're already doing that. Or I guess no, if you get hit and you don't go below half health, you get ejected and you come back in. Presumably the item doesn't work a second time. And then you can get emergency exited, I guess? Is that how it works? Spam buttons time! Single use would only work once. Okay, yeah. So in that case, yeah, you would basically get 2 emergency exits then, assuming you don't get knocked below half health in one turn. Crobat's insanely good. Crobat is really good. That was not our finest. That was not our finest run for Jirachi there. But you know, not all of the runs can be winners. Golisopod is a combination of Goliath and Isopod. Big roly-poly. Yep. Golisopod is a really cool Pokemon. Hey, Alexander Cortez, welcome back. How are you doing? Have you been? How has your day been? Have you been having a good day? And Rose Girl, welcome as well. This mark month's 1 year since your Gen 2 Shiny Eevee hatched via Shiny Ditto method. Nice! That's awesome. Finally beat the bug trial. Awesome try, dude. And yeah, see you later, Goldie. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. I totally hit the wrong button on my thing and pumped up the Rowlet counter instead. We're good. Cool. Hopefully it means you'll get Vulpix later before the end of the month. That'd be awesome, yeah. Can you just beat Pokemon Sword? Awesome. Also, guys, I think at this point, I don't remember the exact day, and I think because of the way YouTube kind of screwed around with some stuff, I can't find the exact day. Today, or sometime this week, so basically this week is the 4-year anniversary of streaming on this channel. It's crazy to think. right? Go back and compare that first Trico hunt to now and see the difference. But yeah, it's been 4 years since we started doing this. It's crazy to think about. I could officially say 4 years, not like almost 4 years. So a big thank you just to everyone who's been here throughout all that time. The like 2,615 of you guys who are here or something. Happy birthday. No, yeah, 4 years ago I just said screw it, went down to the store, picked up a cheap USB capture card, and started streaming. And here we are now. So much fun. It's been so fun doing all this. It would have been cool to have done a bit more last year. That is the one thing I am kicking myself over, is just not having streamed as much throughout, like, all of 2020 and a lot of 2019. Because, we streamed basically, like, all of 2018 and part of 2019, and then I kind of took that break I took. Didn't get back into it until late 2020, but it's been so much fun. The past 6 months, almost 7 months of streaming again consistently have been so much fun. The channel's been growing, it's been fun meeting new people, seeing old faces, all that good stuff. Finding shinies, always the most important part, right? But yeah, no, it's been so much fun. I've met so many other, like, new streamers who have popped up and have, done all their stuff. Excuse me, in the time that I've, like, been away. Met a whole bunch of cool people who are doing that. So yeah. No, it's been awesome. It's been so good to be back. I'm just so glad I started it in general. Because it was one of those things where I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and I just had to say, screw it, I'm gonna do this. And like, I was like, oh, screw it, I just have to start, right? Like, there wasn't a way to just like, there wasn't ever gonna be a perfect time. There's just do it, Have Digimon Cyber Sleuth on your Switch, PS Vita, and PS4 with different play times. Really into that game, Juan. And you want your Wooloo, gamers, you'll get your Wooloo, I promise. The method is really funky for it, I agree, but you'll get it. You'll get it, I believe in you. Alright, this isn't a bad Torchic. It's a pretty good Torchic here. I'm tempted to just think that a critical hit is impossible in this hunt. I don't think we've ever seen a crit happen against Poochyena, which I think Juan was saying was like one of the only ways for us to get, a sub 3 minute save time, going into the May fight. You're at 2,800 for the sheep. You'll find it, gamers. You'll find it, man. Gonna beat the game tonight. Nice. Better fight Nanu, and then you can speed through the 4th Kahuna, and Fairy Trial, then easily speedrun the Elite Four, since you're gonna get Chansey SOS until you get to 80+. That works. That works, so awesome. Glad you'll be able to finish it. Should probably take some time to improve your digital art, but right now you're kind of tired. Hey, understandable. Practice when you're feeling it. Because as much as practice makes perfect, if you practice wrong, perfect's gonna be wrong. I feel like we're getting a lot more consistent at the 3 minute saves for this May fight. I don't think that comes down to anything like... I don't know how much that comes down to anything we're doing, if we've just been getting luckier with like our encounters and with our Torchic pickup. Oh, come on! What the heck? 2 crits in a row. I'm not even gonna see if that third one was a crit. If you stay up past 2 AM, you're beating this freaking game and getting the charm by the time you get to the beach on Sunday. Shy Dude is on a mission. It's a man with a plan. Okay, that's a lot better. Yeah, no, that was insane that Mudkip pulled off 2 crits in a row. I have to growl now. That difference isn't enough. I don't know. Maybe we can pull it off. I'm risking it here. I'm risking it. Ooh, yes. Yes. That worked out really well for us. Oh, I'm so close. As much as practice make perfect, if you practice wrong, perfect's gonna be wrong. Best quote. I mean, it's true though. Like, if you practice the wrong thing and your muscle memory is like just wrong, you know, because you practice, because like you're practicing something, like you're putting the effort in. But if you're like too tired to really be like correcting yourself the whole time, you know, you're practicing the wrong thing. Hey, Spartan, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How you doing today? Have both games and like 50% of the decks in banks, so you can trade stuff to fill it. Nice. Yeah, you're gonna get that thing filled out, man. You notice your practice is wrong, then make practice perfect. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, if you're practicing, you're obviously gonna notice that you're doing it wrong. That's the whole point of practice, is noticing it's wrong, correcting it, and then drilling it in the right way, you know? But if you're not like, if you're too tired to like put in the, if you're too tired to like be able to properly assess, am I doing this right? Then yeah, it's just gonna be a struggle. Like, you know, if you're like, you know, practicing, if you're just doing it over and over again and you're building that muscle memory, but you're not able to like pay attention to the fact that, oh, this part's a little bit wrong or this part needs to be done this way. You know, yeah, that's where you end up in, that's where you run into trouble. Not catching the Blacephalons, since you're going to hunt 1 or 2, and for Stakataka, you're going to use your sister's Ultra Moon. Nice! I still technically have Blacephalon and Stakataka to hunt. I never did those in Usam. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to hunt all of them in order, so I'll get back around to them, and then I stopped streaming. Sometimes you can go on for hours and hours when it comes to correcting your own art, but when you're tired, you're just too lazy to do anything and just go with it. Yeah, yeah. And like, honestly, for like some stuff, like for some like casual, just like having fun with it stuff, yeah, that makes total sense and like isn't a problem. But if you're trying to like actually practice and improve, that's the time where you do need to be like critical of yourself and like be willing to make the fixes and stuff. Oliver, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well today. It's funny you need these gift one-time Pokemon to complete the dex, but you can't grab them because you want a shiny at them. Does it? I don't think the Ultra Beasts count against the dex, do they? I mean, I guess maybe they do. Did they? I don't remember if they did. Maybe they did. I don't know. It's been so long since I completed my decks, I probably just traded them with someone. Like, I remember Alan was trading me a bunch of stuff when you saw him. He might have just done that and I totally forgot about it. Don't know if this is cheating or not, but since you're already beat Ultra Moon, you can trade your team over in SOS. Grind to level them up faster. You're still leveling them up legit, though. I would just keep doing it legit. I wouldn't bring any other Pokemon in to help. That's my personal take, though. Again, it's your Nuzlocke, so it's your rules. Type Null, Blacephalon, and Stakataka. Yeah. They do, but you can catch multiple of them. Oh, yeah, yeah, there's like 2 of them, right? Because, like, I think the idea with those... Because they did the same thing in Sun and Moon with the Ultra Beasts, yeah. Like, where they let you catch multiple, knowing full well that you were going to be trading them over to someone. Like, I remember, like, Celesteela. There were 2 Celesteelas in Moon that you could trade for like one of the 2 Kartanas or something in Sun. I forget the exact way it worked out. I remember I needed to sell a Steela, and I was able to trade with someone who had 2. Yeah, so they're version exclusive, but they let you catch a normal one and then like shiny hunt it. Or like the idea, I guess, is supposed to you're able to catch 2, so you can trade one of them for the other. Which was nice. That's a nice little touch. And use some, you can hunt them all now. Yeah! And get one more of the ones in the wormhole. I would have liked it if they had Blacephalon and Stakataka in the wormholes too, but whatever. Yeah, but I think they wanted those to be kind of like... They wanted them to be introduced, I guess, in kind of the same way that the original ones were. Where like the Ultra Wormhole's really there just to be like, hey, you need to get these, we know you need to get these. Here's access to all the different legendaries, like, that have been in games before. So any that didn't have an inherent place in the story, or weren't brand new, got put there. Thank goodness we get away. Wingull is always really scary. I feel like Wingull is the most likely Pokemon for us to not be able to hit, or not be able to catch. Or not be able to run from, I mean, sorry, I chose literally everything that wasn't right. It's the most likely one for us not to be able to run from, and it can do severe damage to us. Yo, Hypnotic Turtle, how's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. How have you been doing? Just hunting for a shiny Delta Charmander right now. Awesome, best of luck with that. What ROM is that in? We gotta growl. This is too close for us to really do well with. Fingers crossed we can pull off like a nice crit or something. Alright, while we slowly whittle down the health, I would like to say, guys, thank you to everyone who has liked the stream so far. If you have not liked the stream, I would appreciate it if you did. Our goal is generally to get to about 15 likes per stream. So I would really, really appreciate that. It helps the stream out a whole heck of a lot. It's in Pokemon Insurgents. Okay, cool, cool. Well, best of luck with your hunts for that, Turtle. Speaking of goals as well, as we walk back down, another goal on top of the light goal for today is a sub goal of, I want to say 2620. Unfortunately, I can't really show it too much on stream. I got to figure out a better way to get access to the like, current sub numbers to show. It's a little bit funky. It's a little bit funky in that like Streamlabs only has access to like the 3 largest digits. So, like, right now, because, like, you know, we have over 1,000, we can only see down to the 10s place. Where Wooloo, hopefully, in the grass for you at some point, gamers. I've seen so many Lady Maria cosplayers are just amazed by the work put into it and the accuracy and outcome of the coats and costumes, which you could cosplay her as well one day. I bet you can, Sleepy Latios. I bet you can. Cosplay stuff's always super impressive. Like, some of the work that people are able to put in to cosplay stuff is crazy. Whenever I go to conventions and stuff, I always try to sit in on a lot of like the cosplay panels. One, because I think it would be cool to try like doing it someday, and two, it's just really impressive seeing the ways that people have come up with that are like really creative and cool to make things that are like durable, comfortable, and also somehow follow the physics of some world that's completely imaginary, right? You know, because half the, like, costumes and stuff you try to make, like, physically would not work, let's be honest. Like, half the, like, designs of outfits and, like, anime or video games and stuff just flat out wouldn't work in the real world by any stretch of the imagination. And then, like, people somehow manage to pull it off, you know? It's crazy. And like, oh yeah, I just used, like, this type of foam and some string, and boom, it worked. And it's like, how would you ever think of this? I do not know. Hey, this is gonna be Jirachi number 300, guys. We're 300 Jirachi into this. Like, a 20th of the way to odds. After several months. I think you could pull it off, just need to make a whole coat with some fancy fabric and a leather-like cape, yeah. The hat as well, easy peasy, totally. Yeah, no, that's awesome though, that'd be awesome. If you ever did it, you would absolutely, I demand that if you make it, you're gonna have to post, like, some picture of the costume somewhere. Like, I love seeing, like, cosplay stuff. Sorry if I totally peeked the mic. I love seeing, like, cosplay stuff and everything, and, like, again, like, the creativity and just, like, the design and, like, all the work that goes into them. It's really cool. Have a good name for a Wooloo, but forget what you had come up with. RIP! Oh no! Oh no! If you end up making one day, alright. There have been a couple times I've really considered, like, doing it. One of them was recently, where, like, Mel and I were gonna try to do something for one of the conventions around here, and we're like, oh, we'll do that, we'll do it for, like, next year. And then the pandemic hit, and it got canceled. Which is very unfortunate. It's been, like, a year, almost, like, over a year and a half at this point, since any conventions that I go to have happened. Which is weird. Like, my apartment's right by one of them. I was like, oh, that would've been so cool. Like, it was so nice, because, like, oh, I didn't need to get a hotel or anything, and then, like... the one time, one of the 2 times I would've been able to do it, it's gonna be gone, and then we're gonna move before it comes back. Nice, that was a good hit right there. Alright, Torchic's not bad here. 20 HP, 2 hit on Poochyena, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's about the best we can really ask for right now in terms of speed on those attacks. Because again, I don't think crits are a thing in that Poochyena fight. Probably partially to keep Poochyena from, like, somehow destroying you. But I genuinely don't think we've seen a single crit during that fight, so I don't think it's possible to get a 1 hit on Poochyena. We've gotten really close, but that must have been like a perfect attack stat on Torchic, and then like a perfectly bad, like, you know, a perfectly 0 defense stat and a perfectly 0 HP stat stacked together on that Poochyena. Like, that must have been what happened in that case. I've got a group of you and 4 other people you know to all play Valorant, and so you have a full squad for Valorant. Nice! Undefeated in unrated matches so far. Hey, congrats on that, gamers. That's awesome. You're gonna try doing ranked stuff with them? Or rated stuff, I guess? It's always fun when you can get like a full group together for that kind of thing and like actually pull that off. When they unlock oh, is competitive just not a thing yet? Well, that would do it. That would make it harder. That would be a valid reason to do stuff. You're ending the night at 1776. Tomorrow is the day. You've got this, Cinder. You've got this. Oh, we're so close. We got it. We got it. Composite thing. You just have to win 10 games first. Ah, okay. Okay. They just downloaded the game. Okay, that makes sense then. That makes a lot of sense. Getting some help from a streamer for it. This dude is 100% getting your Prime sub. Nice. Nice. I'm glad he's able to help you. Yo, John the Pikachu, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? And Pyro Creature 119, lucky 300, let's hope so. How's it going, Pyro Creature? Welcome, welcome. How's your day been? How are you doing? It's button spam time. Button spam all the way to 300. Spamming on 2 controllers. If I ever get like carpal tunnel, this is gonna be the reason. Alright, there we go. We can save. There's a save file. Yes, I want to overwrite it. Here we go. Moment of truth. Moment of truth right here. Waiting, waiting, waiting. There we go. Jirachi has been acquired. Let's check and see if it's a shiny. Let's see if it's a good Jirachi. Which, granted, all of them are good Jirachis. It's just some of them are a bit spicier than others with the red. No shiny for us on 300 though. 300th time was not the charm. It would have been cool to go as Vicar Amelia, however, you would need to make like a whole werewolf costume and use a whole lot of bandages to wrap around your arms and legs. Should be pretty cool, yeah. No lucky 300, yeah, unfortunately not. Unfortunately not. Maybe it'll be a lucky 301, who knows? No nacho cheese, yeah, we're still stuck with the cool ranch Jirachis. Let's hope we get lucky 420 then, alright. Whatever works, I don't care what number it shows on as long as it shows up. Looks like there's a disk reading error. There you go. Lucky 305? Maybe. Found a nacho cheese Jirachi in a bag of Cool Ranch. Get your money back, man. Or send it to me. The nacho cheese flavored Jirachis. Yo, Mr. Clockwork, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Just beat a Pokemon Sun. Nice! It's been a while since you've beaten a Pokemon 3DS game. Awesome. Congrats on beating it. Here you're out, Gen 3. We got Gen 1 remakes, then Gen 4 and Gen 2 remakes. Gen 6 is Gen 3. Gen 7 is Gen 1 remake, and let's go. I'm very confused by this flow. Gotta try Ethernet for the first time the other day, and it was so good. Oh, like wired internet? Yeah, man. I've wired my computer in as long as I've been able to. I had so many issues in with wireless internet when I was in my college dorm. That as soon as I was not in that college dorm, I was on wired internet. Recently invested into a Roblox game. Oh, really? What game was that? This pattern is correct. You'll get Let's Go Pikachu Eevee after Gen 9, like a second Let's Go game? It's possible. So my thought has always been with the spin-offs is like the every other generation thing makes sense. Because yeah, I noticed that when like Gen 2 was in Gen 4, Gen 3 was in Gen 6. And at the time we really didn't have all that much to go off of as far as like what the games will be. Like what the next games will be. The remakes, we only had 3 sets of remakes at that point, so it's hard to build a pattern, especially when Gen 1 and Gen 2 remakes were back-to-back. But yeah, my thought in general was like, we'll see a remake, a like true remake every 2 years. Granted, Gen 4 remakes are kind of funky. But with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, I would have been totally fine with like them just being a continuously every generation thing. Basically to make the generations take a little bit longer, you know, like instead of getting main game, sequel game / like remake, you get like, well, you get those two still, and instead of then going back to the next main game in the next generation, you would then go to a Let's Go game for a year, and it would give them a little bit more time to develop the new engines and stuff. I think doing spin-offs would actually be better than the main series every year. Look at Zelda and Mario, it could take years for the next title. Yeah, oh, for sure, for sure. Like, I would love to see them continue the trend, and I really hope they do continue the trend that they have had of kind of starting to bring back more like truly spin-off games. Because yes, I would love to see, you know, more games like Snap. Again, Snap's not really my game, but it's a game that like I was like, I like the fact that you like made this, so I will buy this. But like make a new Ranger game, or make another Mystery Dungeon game, or just make a brand new spin-off game. You know, do that kind of stuff, and like spread those out throughout like the years that we don't get a main game. It constantly keeps Pokemon at the front of everyone's mind, without you having to constantly year after year release a game that's like part of the core RPGs. Because when you're just releasing core RPGs, you're kind of like, you're making it harder on yourself, and you're diluting the hype that would come with core RPGs. You know, like people who are going to play Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon for more than like the month that it takes to beat it and complete the decks, and even then, if you play to complete the decks. But really, I feel like if you're gonna hold people with, you know, Sun and Moon, or with Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, if you're gonna try to get them to play for another year, they're probably people who would have already played for another year with Sun and Moon. You know, like there's that certain amount of like the fan base who are always gonna play, and they're like the hardcore fans, who are honestly going to be the most sick and tired, I feel, of seeing like new games come out. And it's like, this is basically the same game I'm playing right now. It's like, if you release Snap, and then you release like, yeah, a new Ranger game, or just, and then like some other new spin-off, like in 2022 and 2023, when there's not like, say that like Legends wasn't going to happen, like you do 2022 and 2023, still have people focusing on Sword and Shield and BDSP, and, you know, even back to Yusum. All the content still happens. I mean, you're still releasing your anime, you're still releasing all this stuff. Like, all that stuff can still function that way. And then, you know, in 2024, after it's been like 3 years, then you release a new Pokemon game. Then the hype's way more so there than doing it now. You know, or like doing it every year. Watch the live stream before it goes live. YouTube's very messed up right now. Like the number of likes and how long the stream have been live don't increase unless you refresh the tab. Right now it says the stream is scheduled for June 23rd, 2021. Yeah, mine was doing that yesterday when I was watching Puffin. It was just like, oh yeah, the stream's been going for like 50 minutes or something, or for 20 minutes, and then I watched for like half an hour and it still said that. You beat Yusum in 2 weeks? Awesome, Alexander. Yeah, I beat Ultra Sun pretty quickly. Ultra Moon, it took me a while because I did the Poipole hunt in the middle of, so that took me a couple months. Sun I beat in a week, and then it took me like a month to complete my living decks. Now that you're done with PvP for the night, nothing else to do in Minecraft for now, there's now room in your brain to draw for class. Nice, which should have been the priority, but oh well. Brain machine weird, indeed. Yo, how's it going, Penguin Taco? Welcome to the stream. I'm not gonna call me Mindless. Alright. Was told you would get triple what you invested into it. I did a little research about it in the devs. You saw how successful the previous games have been. Oh, nice. Maybe 1 year do main series, then do a spin-off. Yeah. Legends Arceus might be a good direction for Pokemon as it adds a new spin-off title for Pokemon. Yeah, if Legends does really well, then that's going to be fantastic for the Pokemon franchise. Because yeah, exactly. You get another game that you can add in that's a whole different style of game. If it's a whole different style of game, right? I'd be totally down for it. Yo, Kevin, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Getting sleepy, no pun intended. Hopefully it's not the stream being boring. It's been since November, haven't finished your Ultra Moon. Since you're too lazy. It happens, it happens. It gives each game more time to be by itself. If they release Gen 9 right after Gen 8, it would ruin and any kind of pacing. It would just make the previous game feel obsolete. Yeah, for sure, but at the same time, they constantly want to be making something new and shiny to get people to buy the new and shiny thing, and so they can tell like all the higher ups of the company, look, we made a new and shiny thing. It sold really well. You know, like there's a lot of different stuff at play as far as like business politics and stuff like that. You know, it's just how it happens. It's how it is. But yeah, I very much am a fan of the idea of like Pokemon fleshing out like the different tiers of content a bit more again, like when it comes to games. And what I mean by that is right now what we have had is we've had like the massive, you know, we've had Sword and Shield, we've had Let's Go, we've had Hugh, we've had Sun and Moon. But aside from that, up until we got Snap and we got like the Mystery Dungeon remakes as well, what did we have? We had like top tier, like main core RPGs, mobile games that sometimes got ported to Switch. There was no in between. There was no in between for a while, and like that doesn't feel as like fleshed out and lively of a franchise. It feels like here's our main game, here's the cash grabs that are trying to just like, you know, make money off of the game, right, and off the popularity of the main games. Versus like saying, hey, here's this new dev, they had a really cool idea, it worked well with Pokemon. We gave them a chance to make a Pokemon game. Obviously, we vetted the whole thing and like made sure it was like thumbs up, good to go. You know, all that stuff. I'm wondering what the future of the Pokemon franchise is heading towards. I am too. It's always interesting to kind of think about, right? Yo, you're heading out. All right, see you later, Mr. Clockwork. To be honest, the main series fans tend to get really upset if their next title isn't out the next year, but fans of the spin-offs have to wait years for another title like Ranger and Mystery Dungeon. Again, I've bleh, stuttering like crazy, but I've kind of said my opinion on it before of just the fact that I don't think that like the fans of the main series are really complaining if they don't get a game every year. You have some people who are, and obviously, yeah, the vocal minority stand out, and the vocal minority in Pokemon is massive because the Pokemon fan base is massive. So I don't know, for me it's one of those things where it's like, I don't think they should pay attention to like how many people voice their opinion in a certain way, unless like the community is as a whole altogether. Because I've been in that minority, I've been loud about stuff before, and obviously I would like those things to happen, but if it takes away from them doing other like productive things to the franchise, then don't listen to me, I'll shut up. But I genuinely think like the only reason I think that there's like they would really continue to be making the games as fast as they're making them is just to say that they have a new game out every year. I think they've been scrambling. I think it's a matter of them scrambling, and I don't say that in like oh, they're failing. Again, one of the things I am for the most is Pokemon succeeding. I want Pokemon to succeed. I want Game Freak to continue to be an extremely like successful company and be extremely successful at making games that I love and they love making, you know, all that stuff. I want all the good things for everything, right? Like, I'm not here to, like, say, like, oh, I hope it fails. You know, that's dumb. Yeah. So it's just like, I want them to succeed, and I feel like they're scrambling because of, like, the bad takes that they kind of had with the Switch. Again, that's been my opinion for a while. I feel like they had some bad takes with the Switch, and hopefully it means, like, that we're coming out of it now. Hopefully that's what it means. The stream's not boring at all, don't worry. I was kind of kidding. Don't know why, but in Roblox you were using an auto-clicker AFKing and apparently you got banned. Probably because they detected the auto-clicker. Snickers, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? With Diamond and Pearl remakes, while you're fine with them, you would have preferred to get a cool spin-off on Switch first and spend some time with Sword and Shield. I mean, I think that's kind of the thing, right? Like, Diamond and Pearl remakes, they aren't in the Sword and Shield engine, so I don't think that they're being viewed really as, like, as a Sword and Shield competitor. Obviously, yeah, they're still the RPGs, they're still, like, using all the core mechanics, so they are, in that way, kind of a competitor with it, but they're not made by Game Freak, they're not using the same engine, they're not really a continuation in the march forward of progress of the core RPGs. You're good, awesome, that's great to hear, Snickers. Pokken Tournament was the only non-app / main series on Switch until Mystery Dungeon? Yeah! Well, yeah, non-app. Yeah, exactly, non-app. Yeah, that's the big thing, right? So many of, like, the games you could be like, oh, Pokemon's had spin-offs on the Switch have been, like, apps. Yeah, like, that's exactly what they are, and that's kind of the, like, the rub with it, right? Like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I don't need to do that, do I? Yeah. I'm gonna have to stop by the Pokemon Center. I saw Poochyena and I went to autopilot, and I'm just gonna continue hitting it. Yeah, so... Oh, we were so close, but we gotta go back now. Rip. Rip. That's bad on my part. I did a goof, guys. I did a goof. Yeah, so basically going into that May fight, even down just like 3 HP, was gonna be too much. It's always an extremely close fight, and I didn't want to risk it, so... we are redoing that. To be honest, you'd rather the Diamond Pearl remakes be a remaster rather than a complete remake. Improve already existing features and maybe add a few more that don't take away from what was there. So I mean, yeah, hopefully that's kind of what we see. Obviously, we won't know what exactly is in these games until they tell us more about what's in them. We know almost nothing, so we can't assume that there was any, like, added features. Like, all we can take is that they say it's like a faithful one-to-one, it's a faithful remake of the Sinnoh region that we all remember from Gen 4. Clearly from the graphics, they're implying that it is a one-to-one tile map. You know, everything about it is nearly identical to what was in Diamond and Pearl. There have been a couple things people have noticed that look like aspects brought in from Platinum, which would make sense. They've said, you know, some modernized features, so, you know, you start talking like the 4096 shiny odds, stuff like that, you know, like that's the kind of stuff that I think you were looking at possibly seeing. But we can't assume anything beyond that. People have talked about, like, megas. People were so upset when the cover art came out and they didn't have, like, a hint of being, like, a Mega Evolutions. And it's like, while I get people really liked Megas, why would they randomly add them into a Gen 4 remake in Gen 8 when they made no promises or announcement of that? So, like, that kind of thing feels like people were really upset because they got hyped at, like, there's no way they don't do this, and then they don't do it, and they're like, you told us you'd do this, and they never said they would. So that's why I've been trying my hardest, for the sake of me and for the sake of just, like, trying not to, like, unfortunately and unexpectedly get anyone else extra, like, hopes up. And trying to just kind of look at these games very much as if they don't tell us it's there, I assume it's not going to be there. And if it is there after the fact, it's a happy surprise. The same way that I went into E3, forgot half those things existed that they talked about, and was just kind of excited to see stuff from Nintendo. Primal Dialga technically already exists, they just need to add it into the main series. This is true. This is true. I think you'll head out, you're getting really tired and should get some sleep. Alright, see you later, Sleepy Latias. Thank you so much for being here in the stream. I hope to see you again soon, and take care. If you get faithful remakes, you need 3 things. Take an hour for the HP bars to go down, 2, it takes years to save, and 3, 1 in 80, 192 odds. Yeah, so, like, those are the kind of things that, like modernized features kind of accounts for, right? Pokemon Mystery Dungeon explores the time. It is there, yeah, so it definitely exists. It is a canon thing. For example, you don't think Megas should be in it, but maybe a few later gen mons. I feel like Megas might just end up taken away from it. Like, yeah, that's kind of the thing. Unless you build the game around Megas, they don't make sense to have. Ah, shoot. Ah, shoot! Also, while we're saving and restarting here, I will say again, thank you to everyone who has left a like on the stream. I really do appreciate it. Our like goal for the day is usually about 15 likes on the stream, so it'd be awesome if we could get there. As well as we have a sub goal for the day of 2,620 subscribers. We're at 2,615 right now. So 5 more subs to hit our sub goal for the day. If you know people who would like the stream, let them know about it. You know, I always love to have new faces here. It's always fun hanging out and talking with people for the first time and all that good stuff. If you don't have those 3, then it's not the Sinnoh you were born with. It's Sinnoh, but it's not my Sinnoh. I should be able to take a bathroom break after using a one-hit KO move on a Blissey. And come back to that HP bar still going down. Did I check this? I think I checked this, didn't I? I'm just double checking. Yeah, so Sinnoh had a lot of those weird problems just because of, like, I guess its situation of being on the DS. And, like, that was a little bit of a paradigm shift. It wasn't a big one, but it was a little bit of one. In terms of the system got way smarter. So I think that changed a couple things for him. I think the series should reserve Megas for spin-off series, like in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Ranges or Coliseum, because to be honest, they never really fit in the main series as a game mechanic. I didn't have an issue with Megas originally, again, probably because like I got back into the games after Megas were there. I think most people prefer Megas as the way of kind of breathing life into old Pokemon. It kind of helps avoid, you know, power creep and stuff if, like, you can look and be like, well, this Gen 1 Pokemon's stronger now because it has this. So I don't think Mega Evolutions necessarily go boldly against Pokemon or anything. You can tell that there was a little bit of an oopsie, kind of with, like, kind of with the way that you think about the franchise and the timeline, with the fact that, like, it seems like it's pretty popular to just kind of consider, like, the games that have Mega Evolutions to be a separate timeline. Never had HP bar problems, they all went down in 5 seconds. I think it was a thing, I don't know if they fixed it in Platinum or in Heart Gold Soul Silver, but Diamond and Pearl definitely had a thing where, like, the HP bar went down a certain number of HP per second as opposed to going down, like, pixels per second. Hey, Mayu, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I think they should just give some Mons new evolutions instead of Megas. Yeah, they can do that. I think some of it is kind of a situation where it's like, if you want to make, like, if you want to give Alakazam something, which they did, you know, a Mega lets you kind of add another evolution to Alakazam without really adding another evolution to Alakazam. But yeah, they definitely, it's not like it's unprecedented for them to add evolutions. So if you have, like, single stage Pokemon that need a way to be more powerful, then yeah, give them an evolution, make them useful. I remember when you could transfer Pokemon from older games up to Black and White 2 by using another DS instead of using Pokebank? Yeah, you can transfer them to Black and White 2 still. That's the only way to get them there from older games. Older games don't connect to Pokemon Bank. So basically you would take anything from Gen 3 or 4 has to go to Gen 5, and then it can be moved into Pokemon Bank. Like the idea of Mega Luxray. Either that or balance Megas to not, but you can just summon them right away, and they last all battle. Maybe make it so they need to charge up and only last a few turns. I don't know, because, I don't know. I think Megas work decently the way they are. Again, I'm not super big into competitive, so I can't really give all of the statements on everything. Also, man, my nose is really itchy. I apologize, guys. Cleaned your sister's basement today, and I found a copy of Pokemon Silver, and it still works. Yo, that's awesome, Juan. I've been trying so desperately to find my old copies of Sapphire and Fire Red. I found the manual for Fire Red, but I didn't find the actual cartridge when I was helping my dad clean out the basement on Saturday last week. That's the thing with Megas, though, it's not like Dynamaxing. Exactly, yeah. In the case of some Megas, it just gets really broken. I think that's where balancing comes in. And The Megas are fine, it's just what Pokemon got those Megas were the problem. Yeah, I would say that. Like, in a lot of the cases, it feels like, to an extent, some of those Megas really were just kind of to, like, almost bring back an old meta. Of, like, this Pokemon used to be, like, a top-tier Pokemon, and now it's, like, still top-tier, but it's not, like, the go-to choice. Let's give it a Mega. Easy way to handle evolutions versus Megas is to give a Pokemon both. Say Absol gets a new Evo in a game and they bring Megas back. It's a permanent thing. Just make it so you can use the item that evolves the Pokemon. Like the Mega Stone evolves the Pokemon. Like this give Mons more buffs, like new moves, or reworked stats in future updates. They've never done that, but they're getting to the point where they actually could. Yeah, they could. And I mean, I guess it's not unheard of. Obviously, a lot of games kind of change up stats and stuff on Pokemon. I don't think that would go over as well with Pokemon. I feel like in most of the cases with games that have reworks, like nerfs and buffs and stuff, like it's not a matter of having, like, for example, like Overwatch. You don't have to grind to be able to play a hero. So if you're like a Tracer main, I have no clue if that's even something in the meta now, but let's say if you're a Tracer main and they nerf Tracer, it sucks that, yeah, like this character that you're playing and you've learned to play suddenly doesn't do as well. But in Pokemon, or like you look at Call of Duty, and it's like you always use the MP5, and the MP5 gets you know, debuffed. Or there's another gun that gets buffed up to the point where it's better to use that than the MP5. Like, there's not a reason, or like, there's not really an attachment to that beyond, oh, I did play with that, now I need to go learn this other thing. Whereas with Pokemon, you've generally bred the Pokemon and trained the Pokemon. You put all this time into the Pokemon. So if they change the stats on it during that gen, on your Pokemon that you already have been using, that kind of feels, I don't know, that feels different. Obviously the meta changes, but like that's not Game Freak's doing, I guess is kind of what I'm getting at. Primal Dialga, if you have seen or played Rescue. Yeah, Turtle had mentioned that. With Dracovish, a no-skill Sweetmon, nerf would make sense, or a mon that you need skill, that would be fine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Pokemon has the same, like, meta, like, I feel like Pokemon doesn't have the same, like, gameplay loop that allows for, like, just changing and balancing stuff kind of more so on the fly like that. Like, if you look at it from the perspective of a competitive game, it makes sense. But if you look at it from the perspective of, like, people who are just playing single player, or who are just, like, in it for, like, whatever other reason, like, these weird, like, buffs and debuffs can just, like, be really confusing, especially in a kid's game. That's a thing to always take in consideration, is these are, for a large part, they have an extremely competitive and tight, like, they have an extremely dedicated competitive community, but that is still very small in comparison to the number of casual players who would be very confused to log in one day, have an update, and suddenly their team can't, like, just survive in the wild. Obviously when you're getting that deep in stats, you're generally not seeing those problems, but I think they'd want to avoid that. They would want to avoid, since the game is 100% tied together, it's not like, again, it's not like a competitive multiplayer game where, like, your single player campaign is completely separate from your multiplayer characters. Like, they're the same, they're one and the same here. It's like you're messing with more than just the competitive scene if you nerf stuff and everything. I think using Pokemon, you like using Pokemon, but using completely different from what they're normally used for in competitive. Yeah, I think Juan kind of does the same thing. I know Juan loves messing around with, like, really weird and funky competitive builds. I think it only applies to certain incredibly broken or underused mons. Make it so that broken mons are still good, but fair or underused mon can be more useful. That's true. That's true. I mean, I think they've done a little bit of that in terms of, like, between generations they'll change stuff, but yeah, they've never done it, like, game to game, or they haven't done it, like, update to update or, like, game to game. Like, games haven't ever gotten updates that change stats of Pokemon. And again, my perspective here, you can throw what I'm saying in the trash to be completely fair to everyone. Like, I don't do competitive that much. The most competitive exposure I've had has generally been running those tournaments in chat. So like, you could just like act like I don't know what I'm talking about, because I don't. So like, that's a totally fair thing to do, is like, this guy has no idea what he's talking about, because I don't. Hey, Mitchie, by the way, welcome to the stream. The entirety of Alberta, Canada has an outage. Oh no! I'm assuming the guess who lives there means you live there, Mitchie. I'm so sorry. Megas are just enhanced forms of the base form, yeah. Don't want any more types added in? You feel like Pokemon itself already has enough types? Welcome back, Goldie. Yeah, that's totally a thing. I know they added in like fairy typing to balance out dragons, but that's fair. I don't think they really need a new type for any particular reason. Yeah, I feel like the only reason to add new typings in is in situations where you have like the only reason to add in new typing or new types is to balance things that are like unbalanceable otherwise. Which, after fairy types got added, we really haven't had that situation again. Pikachu clone type. Yo, Wage, how's it going? Finished the Phoenix piece. I started a couple hours ago. Awesome. Rainbow type. There you go. The Pikachu clone type. Just all those Pikachu clones get that typing. Shadow Bonnie Gaming, welcome. How are you doing today? Hope all is well. Let's hit one day at a time on your Wooloo hunt. Oh dang, like 24 hours in game? Crazy. Gonna take a break for a bit. That's totally fair, man. You can only Mega Evolve once for battles, so there isn't need to change it. Why is Nihilego legally a rock? A jellyfish looks like this and there's no jellyfish emote. Just a squid. Not this, not a rock. You're doing good, that's good to hear. This Pokemon takes so long to shiny hunt and type. Is Puffin still going for the Zenny? Did he find it today? I hope he found it. That hunt's been going on for so long for him. Fairy types were added to balance dark types. Oh, really? I thought they were to balance dragons. Puffin got it! Yeah, he got it! Yes! The Denny hype for Puffin. He doesn't have to suffer with that hunt anymore. Playing Minecraft, you're making a zoo. Oh, that's awesome, Shadow Bonnie. You can Mega Evolve once per battle, and have 2 primals and a complete Zygarde and an Ash Greninja. Alive, Denis. How many encounters did it take him? Because I had to leave the stream after a bit to go get food. I was only there for, I guess, like the first 45 minutes or so. Hope Horsey gets his fish lady? What's Horsey going for? It's chocolate now. Good. Oh, he's going for top of Feeny. Well, best of luck to him. Feeny was a fun hunt to do on stream. He'll do Yveltal after Feeny? Nice! Best of luck to him. Gonna play Apex for a bit, but have you on the background. Awesome, Sloth. Best of luck with Apex. I got the entrance in the front building done. Awesome. That's great, Shadow Bonnie. I'm gonna do the Devil Burb next. A solid choice. Dragon types weren't all too broken, given they had 2 weaknesses and only 4 resistances and 1 strength. Dark type was way more broken, given its immunity to Psychic and typing with Ghost. Ooh, gotcha. Risking a Chansey for the tongue. Hopefully you get that Lickitung. If you get all 4 shinies in the Pokemon Den raids, are you considered the luckiest person or the unluckiest person alive? A bit of column A, a bit of column B. I mean, with Charm, getting all 4 shinies at the same time is 1 in like 10 million or something. It's no, it's like, what is it? So it's 1 in 100 million to get all 4 as shiny. So, like, you would be the only person who ever done that. In one way, that's incredibly lucky, like, to be able to say you're the person who did that. But, on the other hand, you have to give up 3 shinies. Yeah, 1 in 100 million. That's insane. When Jirachi or Shiny Jirachi is sleeping and cuddles, it wraps itself to look like a taco or burrito. I guess, like, its head kind of looks like a taco shell? Or are you, like, talking about the, like, ribbons it's got? Jirachi burrito. Jorito. People have gotten triple, which is literally 1 in a million. Yeah. Like, that's so unfortunate. The ribbons. Jorito, yes. We're going for the shiny Jorito, guys. Hashtag Jorito. Without Charm, it's 1 in 81. 8.1 billion. Yeah. So, like, statistically speaking, that will never happen. Hashtag Dorito, pin that comment. Yes. Glad we're on the same page, Penguin Taco. If you get all 4 without Charm, yeah, you're the world's luckiest player. Literally, like, everyone in the world could do 1 Dynamax adventure, and, like, that there's still a solid chance that just wouldn't happen. What have you done? You don't regret it? Don't regret it. Embrace the Jorito. Embrace the Jorito, Mayu. Be right back. Alright, see you in a bit, Penguin Taco. Out of the 9 mons that were that gained fairy typing, 6 of them were either normal or psychic type. Which further supports the Ghost Archetype theory. Yeah, that's fair, that's fair. Mayu has Jirachi powers. Wishmaker did make you cry, though. Oh, the movie did? You're happy that was the first time you've had a comment pinned. Awesome. Yeah, no. Hashtag Jorito. Jorito hype. It works both for, like, Jirachi Burrito and Jirachi Dorito. Why does your mom have you in the back of the van? That's, like, always a very great question, Bonnie. Who knows? Neglect. Maybe I fell asleep back there when we were packing. We're back. Welcome back, Penguin Taco. Hashtag Jorito Squad. Doritos Pocos? Yes! Quack. Hashtag Dorito now a food. I mean, we've already been talking about Jirachi as though it's like a Cool Ranch Dorito or a Nacho Cheese Dorito, so... It's basically already a Dorito. Now it just has its own official name of Dorito. Started the topic, now we're carrying it on, yeah. As conversations tend to work. Was you casually saying, why does Jirachi look like a burrito? Because it's a Dorito. Yo, Peter, how's it going? Maybe your character's been abducted in the back of the van and has been brainwashed into thinking his abductors are his real family. Yeah, this character is actually from, like, Unova. All the doing making you want tacos? Man, a burrito sounds really good right now. It's its own flavor, the wish flavor. Oh, come on. It doesn't help that, name is the next thing to a burrito. Cottony, Meryl, Mawile all support the Dragon type nerf, and the other 6 support the Dark type nerf. Yeah, that's interesting. I never thought about it from the perspective of Dark type. I'd always just heard that it was to nerf dragons. Let's be real, a Dorito would taste like Stardust. But what does Stardust taste like? I feel like that's like a taste I don't have a reference for. You're over in the axolotl area? Oh, in Minecraft? Kind of like dirt, but actually tasting better. Okay, so good tasting dirt. 2 of them were psychic, 4 were normal type to combat ghosts, and the other 3 were resisted by or resistant to dragon. Quackers is hopping around. Quackers, while doing so, is also screaming quack, quack, quack. You do you, Quackers. Oh, we're making so slow progress. We're making progress. Ooh, that was nerve-wracking, but we got it. Nice! Your idea backfires. If it tastes like your favorite thing, being a taco then, it'll just taste like a taco. Ah yes, a burrito flavored taco. Delicious. Everyone picking Torchic and Mudkip Trico would be like, will anyone pick me? I always picked Trico. Except for this hunt, because this hunt I'm picking Torchic. Since I don't have a Torchic, and it's also easier to pick a Torchic because it's just mashing A. No shiny yet, but a lot of Chansey and Rhyhorn and Rhydon are spawning. Oh, well, I hope the shiny that you want shows up. Yeah, but like in general, I pick Trico if I'm just like playing through in Hoenn and I don't have like a reason to pick something else. Like yeah, Trico's my default. It's my favorite Hoenn starter. All the Hoenn starters are good. Like Torchic just makes sense in the case of this since I have to just be picking it over and over and over again. Mudkip will be one that I pick for another hunt at some point once I have the cartridge to hunt that with. What happens if you're a starter that you choose as shiny? Will I keep it? Yes! So the plan if I get a starter, good question. The plan if I catch a starter during this hunt, if I find a shiny Torchic, is I will trade it over to my copy of Pokemon Emerald. I have link cables in like the drawer of my desk that I would use, and yeah, I would do that. I would transfer over. I would transfer it all over. Here's how you think it played out. Gen 3 and 4 Pokemon added Ghost Archetypes. There wasn't a Ghost Archetype in Gen 5, meaning they caught on but didn't know how to deal with it until Gen 6. Yeah, like it might have just been a thing where like, oh, this is going to be too powerful. Let's not like keep doing this. And then like, how do we fix this? How do we make something that actually like feels like it should, you know, resist these? Be better than. Hey Mel, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. You have a backup plan? Yeah. So I have link cables ready to trade everything over, so we will be able to trade it and then pick the hunt back up and keep going from there. Account got unbanned at 8:12 today because you auto-clicked apparently. Or it gets unbanned. Oh, nice. That's good. Guys, we're so close to our like goal for the day. I think we're like 2 likes away. We're trying to get to 15 likes. So I appreciate you guys who have liked the stream. It really, really helps out. We do still have the sub goal. So again, let people know. Let people know who might want to watch the streams. Let them know. Send them over. Have them sub. Would appreciate. You were banned for what? Yeah, Roblox for auto-clicking. Yeah. How do you auto-click? Like scripts on your computer that like have a digital, like a virtual keyboard, and they'll click it. They ban everyone. I mean, when a game's popular like that, it's kind of easier just to kind of blanket ban a lot of different like things than to try to like give reasons for every individual person, you know? So I kind of get the perspective of like being overly ban-hammery. Using it while AFKing for at least 10 minutes. Yeah, I can see how you would get caught with that. That's a very specific kind of behavior that can get caught, for sure. Because, yeah, they want you, like, playing the games. They don't want you, like, to, like, be half playing. Three Chansey gathered around a Rhydon and tried to sacrifice it to bring their leader, the shiny Chansey. Never got into Roblox, too much toxic behavior. Yeah, that's fair. It just never appealed to me, you know. I remember, like, back in 2017, a lot of people were like, oh, have you played Brick Bronze? Will you play Brick Bronze? I was like, no. I don't think I ever said no flat out, but, like, it was really a no. Just because it was, like, I didn't want to play, like, a game that I knew wasn't gonna survive. And, like, I don't know, nothing on Roblox really stands out to me as, like, something I'd want to play. It's a cool concept of a game. I love, like, the concept and, like, the business model that Roblox has. Like, I think that is a really smart move. Like, I applaud the developers for that, and, like, props to, like, the players and the creators on there who can make a lot with it. But, yeah. It's just, it's not for me, I would say. Again, I respect the game for how successful it is, how popular it is, and how like innovative of an idea it is from the developer's point of view and from all the creators on it. I wouldn't be on it as a player, you know. Played Roblox once and the mics were terrible. I deleted the game quickly after. Oh, there weren't voice chats? Up until Gen 5, competitive tournaments were mostly just small-scale organized tournaments. Online tournaments weren't really a thing yet. True. Yeah. Like, it took, like... Yeah, even when Gen 5 was coming out, like, the internet was bigger, but it wasn't, like... It wasn't just assumed that you would be able to do anything over the internet. Still, like, back then. We were getting there, but it wasn't quite there. I mean, those games were out by 2011, so that was, like, 10 years ago. People in the chat were like, yo, he's auto-clicking, he's exploiting, ooh. Yeah, I mean, if people weren't able to tell in chat about it, you've definitely alerted something. There's some automated system that has found out about you as well in that. Oh, it's Fortnite. I tried one round of Fortnite, didn't do well in it, and Battle Royales just generally aren't my thing. It's not an issue directly with Fortnite. It's just an issue with battle royales in general. Yo, guys, thank you for getting the stream to 15 likes. I appreciate that. Like goal hype. Hated them both. Fortnite got very laggy for you. Yes, we got a crit. No, yeah, that's fair. No, yeah, I just didn't enjoy it. So again, it's nothing directly an issue with Fortnite. It's just like PUBG never really intrigued me. I played Warzone solely because I was already playing Call of Duty, like Modern Warfare. I was already playing Modern Warfare. Apex, I will say Apex was pretty fun to play with some friends. I'll give that one some credit where credit's due. When I tried playing it solo, no luck. I didn't like it. Playing with some friends though, Apex was actually pretty fun. Used to play Fortnite a lot. I think a lot of people did. I mean, obviously, it's pretty popular. The sweats are kind of taking over the game. That's what happens as the game gets as a game ages and gets a little bit less popular, and you have fewer people just casually playing. It's a lot easier to. It's a lot easier to see the sweats coming out. The season of Fortnite's definitely interesting though. Just over here trying to meme. I tried so many times. Oh, in Fortnite. Like to just get meme plays and stuff. Yeah, those are 1 in 1,000 kind of things, you know? Mostly play RPGs or FPS. Yeah. Yeah, so I play Pokemon or I play I'm trying to think of other games I really play right now. Mostly it's been Pokemon. I've gotten a little bit back into Minecraft. Yeah, I've been working on little projects and stuff when I'm not playing streaming Pokemon recently. So really, it's been I code for work. I stop, I stream, I go back, and then I code for these other projects. Yeah. So it's kind of been this the cycle of my days recently. It's only first-person games that I like looking at your character and where you're standing. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. I think it's definitely the perspective you tend to grow up with. I'm currently playing Jump Force right now. What kind of game is Jump Force? But yeah, for me, third person, over-the-shoulder games always felt weird for me. Just because I was so used to first-person stuff, especially when it came to combat-based games. Platformers, obviously, I think platformers in general are better in third person without a really good twist on them. Stuff like Portal obviously makes sense in first person. But things like Mario or Crash Bandicoot or Spyro and stuff, I prefer those to be third person for sure. But yeah, you do get things like Portal. Portal, I feel being really a big exception. Jump Force is a 3D platformer anime crossover game. Oh, cool. Hope you're having fun with it, Alexander. Jump Force sounds like a boy band. It reminds me of G-Force, that movie about guinea pigs. Here's what the Fortnite sweats are doing right now, nowadays. Me memeing and sky bashing. Trying to make friends. Sweaty sees you, skybase rotates over and then knocks it down. Yeah, I mean, that's what they're gonna do. You come prepared so you don't take fall damage. Next thing you know, he's below you and then kills you. Rip. Yeah, I mean, some people are just really going hard at it. Weren't they hamsters? No, they were guinea pigs, right? That was the whole idea behind the G, was they were guinea pigs. Wish they would add one of your favorite anime, Demon Slayer. I feel like Demon Slayer might be a bit new to be in some of those games. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it starts getting put in stuff with how much more popular it's gotten. Yeah, they're guinea pigs? Yeah. He clips you, proceeds to laugh it up, and take the L. You were crying in your head, oh no! Is that why? Well, you're dumb. Yeah, I think that, yeah, that was it, because I remember, like, I had to take a second, but yeah. I feel like it's weird that I remember the specifics, but one of the guinea pigs in, like, the pet store they got, like, trapped in was definitely a guinea pig, just, like, from the type of hair. He had a mohawk. Regieleki is the fastest Pokemon, but still isn't as fast as Bike. Well, I mean, hey, a Bike's got wheels. Eleki doesn't have wheels. Checkmate, Eleki. It's not in Jump Force because it's a new anime, yeah. Like newer than the newest updated Jump Force. Yeah, that would do it. That would definitely do it. If it didn't exist at the time of the game being updated, that would do it. You wish it were. Bike is Godspeed. Bike goes zoom. Yeah, it's a new anime. Yeah. I'm gonna check something. This is gonna be a little bit sketchy in terms of keeping my walking going right up immediately walked into a wall. I can't type while doing this. There we go. Didn't get an update on it. Was hoping to have gotten an update on my order for the rest of the parts for that Nerf gun. I'm excited, guys. So for those who weren't here yesterday, I was showing off a bit of I'm printing a Nerf gun. Like, I'm 3D printing most of the parts for it, and then like any of the motors and stuff, there's a company that'll sell you those. So I ordered those, and they shipped today, kind of. They basically put like the order together. Ah, dang it. Come on, Torchic, run! Before he gets you wet! But yeah, so I've printed out most of it. There's probably about, like... It's probably a good... It's probably about 30 hours left of printing to be done. And I'm excited. It looks like it'll be really cool. But yeah, so there's about 30 hours of printing left to be done, at least. I was kind of hoping that the parts would show up by the time that was finishing. Watching Demon Slayer now, you're not scared? I watched Demon Slayer with your brother, and what do you know, you got anxiety from it, and you thought zombies were gonna kill your prince. Oh no! Watch Naruto over again, every now and then, even though I finished the anime. Hey, if you like it, there's no reason to not go back to it. Oh, are you heading out? Alright, see you later, Shadow Bonnie. Thank you so much for watching the stream. Have fun watching Demon Slayer. Normal form is just a slower form of speed and defense. Deoxys didn't beat Shuckle's defensive stats. No! Ah, we got outsped. That's unfortunate. Man, that is really unfortunate. To have Mudkip outspeed. I don't know if that's possible then for us to win. We're gonna try one more just all-out fight. Wow, this Mudkip is just purely faster than us. I feel like we've never had Mudkip be like 100% faster before. Okay, never mind. There we go. Oh, it's really rare. No. If we win the speed tie one time, and it's the last hit we need, this will work. It's just autocorrect's fault, yeah. So instead of it says foot. Good. Speed ties suck, yeah. Because it's really iffy, right? Like the real problem here is I don't feel like I can use Growl. Because generally one of the reasons why Growl is fine is because even though I'm not hitting, oh, of course Growl would have probably worked this time. Even if I'm not hitting, that's not going to work for us. Alright, so I'm going to try Growling this time and hope that Growl hits first. Because the problem is if Growl hits second, Mudkip gets in a full-powered attack on us, and we don't get an attack in. Like, we waste our attack turn, and it gets, like, a full power on us. There we go. Okay, okay. So, that should make it more okay. It's still going to come down to, hopefully, us getting a crit, and if Mudkip gets a crit, it's over. Yeah, this is too close. It's way too close. I think that worked. Okay, that worked. Yeah, cool. If I've ever watched Smosh, I've seen some like the original Smosh stuff. Like way, way back, like 2009 kind of Smosh stuff. Missed the old Smosh. See, like, it was always funny to watch those videos, but they were never, like, the thing that I wanted to, like, watch, you know? So, like, I don't know, they, like... I guess I watched a good bit of Smosh, like, right when they were, like, really early YouTube, right when I was getting into YouTube. But then I found, like, other stuff to watch and just stopped watching Smosh. And at some point, like, they stopped making the kind of content that I was originally following them, or was originally, like, paying attention at all for. So it just never showed up in my feed again. You never watch Smosh? Some of their, like, really old stuff is funny, like, Pokemon in Real Life and stuff like that. Those ones are really funny. I think those are worth a watch. I don't really know what the channel became. So I know it was obviously massively successful. I think it still has like spin-off channels at this point that run constantly. And obviously it's one of those things where like at a point they're like, look, we're done making silly little videos. We want to be like creative in these other ways. And they went and did that. You know, they were popular with that. You used to watch the Try Not to Laugh, but they got demonetized? Why'd they get demonetized? The reason why Smosh changed, there's an old Smosh, and there's an old Smosh they sold out to a company. Yeah. So like they sold at some point, but that was an unfortunate mistake that a lot of channels made back in early YouTube days. Because at the time, like, it made sense. But the problem is, you know, it made sense if they had signed like a reasonable contract, but a lot of times the contracts they were signing were really unreasonable and like predatory. They're predatory contracts just because like they were legal by all terms and like, you know, they technically did good for the creators, but like the creators eventually were like, hold on, this isn't working for me, but there's no way out because they didn't know what they were getting into. Yo, Christy, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. It's good to see ya. There was no monetization back then. Oh yeah. There wasn't monetization at the beginning. Smosh was one of the first channels that YouTube reached out to about being a partner. How long will I be streaming? Probably about another hour. It's pretty popular. Does PewDiePie still have over 100 million subs? Yeah, he still does. One of your favorite videos from Smosh is their Pokemon ones? Yeah, the Pokemon in Real Life stuff was really funny. People that would make the world silent for a while, if Mr. Beast passed away, PewDiePie, and a ton more super popular people. I mean, yeah, people like that have like massive influence, like everyone kind of be like, oh wow. I know what I miss when channels didn't sell out to Raid Shadow Legends and other quote-unquote sponsors. I mean, the thing is, like, I respect the fact, like, the reasoning why creators do that, you know? I'll be real. If there was a company that wanted to, like, sponsor me, I would almost certainly say yes. Unless, like, the product was something that I just straight up was like, I cannot, in good faith, like, recommend this in any way. But, like, if one of, like, the generic ones reach out to me, which they probably wouldn't, I've ranted about them before. I've ranted about the general idea of a lot of them before. But if they reached out to me, I'd be like, yes, take money, or give money, I will say words. You know, I'll be honest, I'd do that. If anything to make the streams more, like, sustainable in terms of, like, I know I can constantly do this, and, like, there will never be an issue of, like, I can't stream because I have to do work, you know, stuff like that. Like, if I could, anything to get to that point would be fun. Adam and Eve wants to sponsor Ian. I don't know if YouTube would allow that. Twitch already has problem. Twitch streamers who got sponsored already have problems. Oh, people who offered it. Respect the choice they made, just not the reason for it. If they're gonna do a sponsorship, they might as well sign a contract with the company. Honestly, don't like how YouTube videos are all just becoming ads. I mean, but like they are signing contracts. They're saying, I will say your ad this many times, and you will give me either X dollars per view or just X dollars flat out. Like that's what's happening. It is contracts. It's not just like it's not like I could just like say that this video is sponsored by someone and then they'll give me money for it. That's not how it works. So yeah, it's all business transactions happening. You're so mean. Skip past the ads, just enough so they don't play. Oh, like when watching a video, you like just skip just past where the ad would happen? I've never seen that work. Generally, what I have to do is if I want a video to like play without ads, I have to like skip to various points right after the ads in videos. 801 for you, 11, so 11 more minutes, and then you're unbanned, Penguin Taco. It's more along the lines of not changing the content in a way where the video just feels like it was made to create an ad. I don't feel like I've seen channels. Generally, there's like the sponsor segments at the start or end of videos that I see. We might just be watching different content, which is a thing. But generally, the videos I watch do have a pretty clear delineation of like, here's an ad, here's not an ad. Sometimes channels like this video was fully sponsored by this company. Like, I know Game Theory's done a couple where like, hey, we're doing a theory about this game. The publisher of that game sponsored this video. Like that happens. That happens. I don't think that's terrible. I'm less of a fan of that than other stuff. But like generally, like the people who like have their little like cold open intro kind of deal. This video is brought to you by blah blah blah. Video content, then like a final thank you at the end. Like those, I have no problem with. I've never had issues with that. I will say, the one time I ever had issues with something that I felt like it was almost disingenuous, but in reality it probably wasn't so much that as like they got reached out to halfway through the project, was Mighty Car Mods, who are like some Australian car YouTubers, were building a car, and they'd done like 3 or 4 videos on it, and like they were almost to the end, like they were almost done. And like the next video was suddenly sponsored by Call of Duty, and the car was named Black Chops to be like Black Ops, and it was like everyone was very put off by that, and like the video was just stupid like stuff that wasn't like at all related to what the channel normally does. Like that was the only time I was like really like this feels like crummy. Yo, Snowy Zora, welcome to the stream. Hashtag Snowy Raid hype. How's it going, Snowy Zora? How's it going? At the very least, sponsored content is labeled as sponsored content and not just hidden through the video, just so you watch though. Yeah, that is the one thing that is nice. Like, kind of wish like mainline, like mainstream kind of like movies and TV had to disclose stuff like that more like prevalently, but it is nice that like YouTube has to like people on like the internet when they talk about something be like, here is a spot. I was paid to say these words, you know. Ranting while being rated? Ah, yes, the usual. The usual. YouTube keeps purging your subs when you hit 300? Oh no! I'm sorry to hear that, Snowy. When YouTube video doesn't allow comments, even though it shows the comments are allowed. Like, it's like, you can't comment, but the video, like, has comments under it. Hello, Rated, sorry for the late response. Welcome, one and all. Absolutely, yeah. With Raid Shadow Legends, this feels like a forced sponsorship. Like the content creator doesn't actually care about the game, which generally makes it another ad. I'm more okay with that. If it's clear that the creator's not like genuinely saying the words, and they're just like, here's the thing I was told to talk about. Like at that point I was like, yeah, okay, you were told to talk about it. I can know that these words are this, and like when you stop talking this way. Like I don't know if he still does it, but I remember Bill Burr on his like podcast when he had ads, they would like give him a script that they would give to normal people. It's like, I'm gonna read the script the way you give it to me. Like, okay, yeah. And they would like say things in the script, you know, like where you're like supposed to just kind of talk about it or say an anecdote or something like that. And it would just be like, say anecdote, and he would just like read that out, literally. Like that's, I like it when you can kind of play on it like that. Keep getting ads for a hacked Pokemon website called Pokemon Forever. If you're a real Pokemon fan, don't pay to get Pokemon. Yeah, why would you ever pay for that? Like, why would you pay to not do the fun part of the game? This live stream is also sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. They don't have to pay for advertisement anymore because everyone just kind of says that it was a meme. Everyone knows about it. The advertisement worked. It's not about getting you to play it, it's about getting you to remember it and spread the word. It's mostly when they say they care about it, they obviously don't. Double tapping the side of screen on mobile or hitting the L key on like desktop is going to be a really good friend. It skips forward 10 to 15 seconds. You watch ASMR when they're sponsored, it's kind of not bad. There are no ads, they show the product. There are no ads until YouTube does that stupid thing they do where they just start adding in ads on videos, even if the creators are like, I don't want to put ads. They're like, okay, you don't want to put ads, but we'll put ads and take all the money. Really, it's more of a problem for people outside the partner program who like can't say, I don't want ads. Because yeah, if you have a video that's supposed to be like calming and it's like just random loud ad. It feels ingenuine when the sponsorships are absolutely everywhere. I mean, again, here's the thing, Turtle. Sponsor spots and ads are not intended to be genuine. It's not supposed to seem like it's a genuine endorsement of the product. It is saying, this company paid for me to talk about them. That's what it is. That's what it is. Like, it doesn't have to feel genuine. That's not the idea. The idea is a company like that wants to get everywhere. So, like, if you listen to a podcast, or you watch a tech YouTuber, or you watch just someone not a tech YouTuber, like, their goal is to be everywhere. Raycon's a great example, yeah. They just want to be everywhere, so that everyone sees it at least once. They don't care if you see it a bunch of times. They want you to see it at least once. And if you see it a bunch of times, you're going to be annoyed and say, oh, I see all these ads about Raycon. Or how many, like, different, like, clearly cookie-cutter ads that, like, you have seen creators post have been memed in here already? Raid didn't pay me. Honey didn't pay me. Yet it's like 5 or 6 messages in this chat right now are that, because it is a meme how much they're everywhere. That's... They don't care that the 13 people sitting in this chat, or like the 4 or 5 people in this chat who like are constantly posting it as like, haha, it's annoying, right? If there are 4 of you saying that and there's 13 people in chat right now, That's 9 people who might just see an ad without them having to pay. That's the whole idea of it. They don't care if it sounds genuine or anything like that. That's not something they care about in most cases. If an ad is trying to seem genuine, it's probably breaking some kind of rule. Like being an actual part of the video. But then it's just an ad. I don't know. I prefer the creators be able to do the sponsor spots and negotiate their terms for it. Things like, I think like Linus Tech Tips is a perfect example, or like Jay's 2 cents. Honestly, the tech YouTubers tend to do it really well. The sponsorship slots are related to the content, and that generally the people sponsoring someone, or generally they're related to the content, generally the people sponsoring like a true, pure tech YouTuber, Yektuber, whatever I was gonna say, are gonna be like tech products or computer products, but yeah, so they're gonna be like tech products and stuff like that. And the tech YouTubers tend to do it in the way of like, this video is brought to you by, cut to ad. Cut to like an actual like clearly different ad that has graphics for the ad and just that. It's a different voiceover, it sounds different. Then it cuts to like an intro and then it cuts back to the video. Like that kind of thing where there's a very clear demarcation of it, I think is the best. More likely to buy a product that's generally not spamming a million YouTuber sponsor content. It's a small sponsorship if you're more inclined to look at the product. Again, if that's your mentality, that's totally fair. That's my mentality generally with it, is like, these things that just sponsor people I don't tend to care about. But if you only watch like one of the people that they've ever sponsored, it seems like a smaller sponsorship. But at the same time, also, it's something where you're more likely to, if you see it a whole bunch and you're annoyed by it, you're more likely to mean it. They're taking advantage of that. They're taking advantage of this whole, of the whole like culture of the internet of like copy pastas and spamming stuff and constantly talking about how annoying something is. Like they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing with that. Just making fun of how annoying it is. Exactly, Penguin Taco. Exactly. That's the thing, right? Like, you're making fun of it, haha. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, anytime the company is mentioned in a joke talking about how annoying it is another mention of the company they did not have to pay for. That's what it's going to come down to at their bottom line. They don't care if you and I are annoyed about it. If like someone watches this VOD and is looking for headphones and doesn't like quite realize it and sees like, you know, the mentioning of like a headphone brand that gets sponsorships and stuff. Like, that's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be, right? When an ad is advertising before you can watch a stream, super annoying. Like, how do you know if the stream is gonna end? Oh, like you hit the pre-roll as you join in on the stream. That's always a little bit stressful. I always feel bad when we do raids on the channel. So, the timeline for me post-stream is, I send the raid, I type buy, I mute my microphone, and I hit like the end stream screen, the thanks for watching screen. And then we sit there, I sit there for like 30-40 seconds just to kind of let the stream end, let people finish up, because part of the reason for having an end screen is so that if like YouTube cuts the stream early, gets the signal of like stream cut before the videos actually stop playing for people, like the see ya guys will be like cut off. So that's part of the reason for having an end screen. So that's part of the reason we're having an end screen. But, so like I have to wait a little bit just to make sure that like happens the right way. And then, what happens after that is I sit here for a little bit, let that play, and I can't join the raid until after that. I can't join the raid until after that because the sound you're hearing is my computer's sound. That way I can like pull in music, or I can pull in this, and I can swap it all quickly. As opposed to like hard coding it into a certain sound device, which means I can't join a stream because then that stream's music and that stream's audio will play at the end of my stream, and I don't want that. So I have to wait, and then if I get an ad or I get like double ads or something, it's like no, I gotta get in there in time to like say hi while like my raid still is happening. It doesn't seem like I just like ditched the raid. It's like $5. What they're saying, I don't know. If you were to accept the sponsorship, you want to be one, something that you would be interested in, and two, something that isn't already overdone. As you don't want to annoy people. Hey, that's fair. That's fair. That'd be a good way to go about it. I mean, yeah, that's part of the reason why like sponsorships are nice. Part of the reason why sponsorships are nice is the fact that like a creator can say no. A creator can say, I only want to be sponsored by these types of companies or something. And they can totally just like turn down a sponsorship from someone else. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. Like, if you genuinely decide, I don't want to be sponsored by X company ever, even if they reach out to you with like an offer, you can say no. You can't really choose what ads are on your stream. Also want to have creative freedom with it. Wouldn't be able to interrupt the flow of your video. Again, yeah, I mean, generally that's one of the benefits. That's one of the benefits of sponsorships is you place it in the video. You can say, hey, I will put it at the beginning, or I will put it, you know, at a like point in the middle of it or something. Yeah. Most of the big ones don't give the creator creative freedom. I don't know what you're talking about with sponsorships, because again, like, the creators are the ones making those deals. The creators can just say no. You don't get the money if you say no, which is one of the biggest hurdles and why a lot of people say yes. But they can say no. It's again why you just don't go with a company. I want to do a walk-on tablet sponsorship. Wouldn't mind that. Yeah. No, but like that's the thing, right? Like if you actually have like a good product, if like there's a product you use a lot and you can get them to sponsor you, yeah, that's great. Or if you like just end up in something where like the sponsorships are more so like true sponsorships and not basically like, because a lot of YouTube sponsorships are effectively like this video is sponsored by this ad. Here is the ad. I will read you the ad. You know, like that's the kind of thing that happens. Whereas like a lot of times streamers, generally streamers get more like true sponsorships, right? Like where it's like, let's say, you know, Clutch or someone, like the people who make my chair sponsored me. So I sit a little bit more in a position where you can see that logo all the time. And like their stuff's on stream, or like there's something in my description saying I'm sponsored by him or something like that. And like then it's not intrusive, like it's there and stuff. Or like I mentioned before, one of my old friends from growing up, he's a professional streamer. He's got sponsorships through, he's signed with a league team, I believe. I believe he's signed with a League of Legends esports team. Not as like one of the like competitors on the team, but just as kind of like a secondary kind of person. Like he streams, but works with that team for sponsorship. So he has things like HP and stuff like as a sponsor role, like a sponsor reel on his stream, you know. Like that kind of thing. Like, that's nice. That's nice. I think that works well, you know, because like you're saying, Turtle, it's not interruptive. It's not intrusive. It's there, you can see it, but like, at no point is it stopping the content, right? You will take it. See, that's the thing with me, right? Like, I say, you can say no. I don't think I would. I don't think I would. So I can't like judge anyone for their sponsorships they take. The only reason I wouldn't is if I have other options, and like the one that reaches out to me like genuinely is just like a bad one. If it's a true sponsorship, then it's one thing. Generally using the product isn't changing the content of the channel. It's just turning the channel into another asset of the company. I mean, but again, I don't know what you mean by genuine. If a sponsor, with a sponsorship in my mind is, you pay me to talk about or advertise this. Either you pay me with money or you pay me with products, one of the two. And the product is displayed in some way, or words are said about the product. That's a sponsorship. I don't think there's a way to disingenuously sponsor. Because again, I don't need to like the product. This chair could be a piece of crap. And if they told me to sit in it and said they gave it to me, that's a sponsorship. It's a genuine sponsorship. I don't like the thing, but it's a sponsorship. So that's my thing here. Genuinely being sponsored, cares about the content creator's content, and the agreement is mutual. The agreement's gonna be mutual if, again, you both agree to it. There's no... That's the thing. Again, both parties can say no. Sponsorships are different from being bought out. Or, you know. Yeah, that's different. That's different. Like, being bought out and then, like, being told you have to do this is different from, like, signing a contract that says you will, for, like, 5 videos, you will say 30 seconds about this thing. You know, that's different. Big question for all the creators, how much are you paying me? How much are the creators paying you? Or how much the creator, like the question the creators should be asking? Creators definitely should be asking that. Yeah, how much are you paying me is a valid question. That is the #1 question. Because, yeah. You should be streaming because you want to stream. You're accepting sponsorships because you want money. How much are you paying me is the #1 question. Ah, dang it. That's totally fair. Because, yeah, at the point where you're getting sponsorships, there's a good chance you're talking like, look, you've got to pay my rent, basically. Creators getting paid from sponsors, yeah. But yeah, that's definitely a thing, right? Like, you get to that point, it's kind of like you start getting into this territory of, like... You get into the territory very quickly of, like creators like, look, I mean... I have agreed to talk about this product because you will pay me, or, like, you're asking me to talk about this product. Like, I have to make rent, you know? Like, stuff like that. Like, that's what you kind of start getting to. And yeah. So, yeah. Again, like, that's part of the reason why it's, like, you kind of just... Knowing the range of, like, what kind of, like, money, like, creators and stuff can make just based off of, like, looking at analytics or, like, yeah, like, CPM for creators and stuff like that, you know? I totally get sponsorships. They totally make sense. I totally understand why they do it, especially when that's, like, your full-time thing. Like... You don't just do a full-time job for free because I feel weird to take money. I feel like there's a bit of a divide with sponsors. The good ones would be like just use this product or have it on screen, like what a beta tester is to a video game. Subscribers to sponsors for your favorite YouTubers if you think about it. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's absolutely a thing, right? Like... Subscribing helps out massively, because one, it shows that you like the channel, it tells YouTube you like the channel, and, like, all that stuff. And, like, it helps you find the videos and come back. Members are very much so sponsors. Members are basically like Patreon and kind of sponsoring the channel. You're a double subscriber. Yeah, both the Hoenn channel and then your, like, uploading channel. And then you're a member. Creators, I've got rent to pay sponsors, I got rent money. Yeah. That's effectively what it is, right? It's like, look, I gotta pay for the space, I gotta pay for this, I gotta pay for that. Bad ones would be like Raid Shadow Legends approach, where it's highly intrusive and they don't give the creator freedom if they accept it. I mean, generally though, like, I think our ideas of intrusive are different too. I would view the ones that are casually slipped into a video way more intrusive than a blocked off section of this is ad. Because generally, you can skip the this is ad part. But if there were to be a video where I'm more so constantly talking about the product, like the product's constantly there, that's different. I'm not as much of a fan of that. Again, as much as the ads for the aforementioned video game, the aforementioned mobile game that are way too long and ridiculous, feel intrusive, you can skip it. You can just like go, okay, I'm going to grab the bar, drag it to the point I no longer see gameplay from this game, let go, maybe back up 5 seconds so that like you can go back to the video and you can keep going. If it's dropped in the middle of the video, that is on the creator. Generally, anytime I've seen an ad for something that long, it is at the very beginning of a video or it is a video with segments that has it between segments. This whole video, someone got offered the sponsorship, and they talked about how predatory it is towards the content creator's freedom. I mean, they'll tell you, like, say these things. That's part of it, yeah. Generally, companies want to be talked about in a certain way. That's what they're paying you thousands of dollars to do. Some of them have a specific way they want the creator to do it, and if it's done in a way that restricts the creator... Yeah, like, you can't talk about it in a certain way, you have to say these words. Yeah, I get that. And again, for me, like, yeah, I think there's a difference between like being able to like talk about it whatever way you want and like a certain way, but it's very rare I see for creators to really be given like freedom in the the points you have to talk on. Maybe you can kind of like change words, but you still gotta hit points. Yeah, I mean, they want to be talked about. They want, like, this much time in the video. They want to have these words said. Yeah. Just give the script. They're not allowed to change it. Yeah, I'm fine with that. That's not intrusive. And if you want to be more creative with it and you don't want that to be the thing you do if you get sponsors, then you just say no. Yeah. They really keep going after creators, like, to get them to do it, then just block their email if you don't want to do it. Again, I find myself preferring to see videos where, like, there are two types of sponsorships I'm totally fine. I think there's one sponsorship type that I'm actually like genuinely more excited about when a creator kind of gets is like, I've been using this, is like the one where the creator's like, I've been using this product for so long, they actually just reached out and sponsored me because I've already been using their stuff. That one's awesome. That one's great. It's like, hey, obviously I've been influential to this company and they've seen that and they want to like start like an actual business relationship. That's cool. That's awesome. But then like, between the ones where it's like trying to be like, I say this and I like this, and it's like trying to be a bit more like talk about the product in whatever way, I'd rather you just give me a script. Tell me to read out in a certain way. I say this video is brought to you by whatever. Read script, end script, back to the video. There's a very clear distinction of this is content I am being paid to say, this is content I am not being paid to say. That's the thing for me. It's like literally giving me a script. It's like, yeah, you're paying me to read that script. I think that's fine. Yeah, cool. If you don't like them, then just stop talking about them at all in any other, on comments under those people's videos, on streams of other people's videos, and stuff like that. If you don't like it and you don't want people to know about it and you want them to not win from that, then, like, don't talk about them. At this point, just sponsor for free if you want the freedom of script. Just, yeah, I mean, at that point, you're just genuinely talking about a product you like, right? I really like that the first one you brought up, the person already uses it. Yeah, like, I mean, that's something where it just shows, like, that the creator obviously is doing well and, like, got the sponsorship. That's great. It's really like the sponsorship itself is taxes the company. Again, then don't talk about the company. Like, everyone who sees those ads is annoyed by them and doesn't try it. Again, their whole idea is any publicity is good publicity, even publicity saying how, like, terrible of a company they are to work with. Just use the sponsored item. Exactly. Exactly. But I do think it's important to remember that don't use, like, is a big step, but also just don't continue to spread word about them is also pretty important. Like, again, the more you say their name, the more eyes that fall on it that might not have fallen on it before, and odds are people don't care about it as much as you care about it in terms of whatever, like, the bad part is, and, like, it's just don't, if you don't like what they're talking about, don't talk about it, and don't use other, like, streamers' channel to talk about it, because that's just turning that streamer's channel into a sponsorship for them without them getting money for it. Because then it's just going to be in their chat, it's going to be what they've said on stream, and it's going to be, like, in archives. Yeah, that one turtle was really weird. that one frustrated me, and obviously it frustrated a lot of streamers, because like the idea of it wasn't to like. The idea of it was, oh, look at this misunderstanding. You know, we're still fine. That one was really bad. I was very much not a fan of that one. Especially the way they like took the streamer's content and then turned it into a like actual commercial. And then like, look, we donated to people. Look how wacky that was. Taylor Speaking is actually legal as well. There was a whole debate on that. I think at the end of the day, it ended up coming out not in favor of the streamers, or like it would have come out not in favor of the streamers. Like just from the standpoint of like, ah, dang it, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, like the streamers wouldn't win that one. I don't think. I think it was basically gonna come out as like, it's like you didn't. There's no limit on what you can say in that chat. Like, there's no limit on what you could say through TTS. Was it terrible and was it stupid? Yes, but I don't think, unfortunately, the streamers had any real ground to stand on with it. But yeah, it was bad. I liked the side of the people who were like, I already worked with this company, and like, here is competitor's product. It is so great, and then they clearly weren't in the ad. Is it still bad if you hack a Charizard with the move Tackle? Like, is that its only move? I feel like that's an important part of the question, right? Donating isn't a way of sponsorship, but it's an uncontracted sponsorship, therefore it cannot be used as a means of advertisement. I don't think there's actually any rules about that. You paid, the streamer set up the whole thing. If you pay, you can say words. Again, I would love for it to not be a thing they could do, but I don't think it's a thing that has any punishment that would actually show up in terms of like I don't think it's anything that would be more than a slap on the wrist. Monkey. Like the fact that we can hold a conversation about things and not get pissed off at each other. That's always a good thing, right? I would like to say, I've been kind of trying to hint at it. If you think that a sponsorship is annoying and you want to complain about the way they sponsor, I would really appreciate if you don't say the company's name in my chat. I would really appreciate that. If you like a company, go for it. I'm totally fine with like having conversations like that. But again, like I've been saying, they paid a lot to go everywhere and become annoying, so they wouldn't have to pay to be said here, and then they still get said here. So yeah, I would appreciate like companies just not being mentioned here if like it's in a sense of, oh, their advertisements are so annoying. Digimon Scyther Sleuth, the Digimon you start with don't matter that much since any Digimon can turn into any Digimon you want in the end. So if you get one Digimon, you have them all. The streamer does have full control over the channel, but it's like how some streamers have a rule about no self-advertising. I mean, you can have a rule, the streamer's allowed to ban them. Guys, you know what's crazy right now? And I gotta say a big thank you to everyone. We almost have a 20-minute average watch time on this stream right now, which is insane. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I feel like YouTube needs to have better regulations on sponsorships, just as creators need to mark that it's sponsored where the sponsorship is. They do have to mark what's sponsored. That's a requirement on YouTube. That's a requirement by law. It's like having a Ditto, you have this one Pokemon, and then you have them all. Exactly, Alexander. Saying 20 minutes between 14 people is insane. Like it's 20 minutes. It's an average of 20 minutes from 96 playbacks on the stream. That's crazy. Seriously, thank you guys for sticking around and hanging out and talking. It's always great having people here, and like seeing the watch time be so high is like a really good feeling of like, hey, people are sticking around and hanging out. Because yeah, we've pretty consistently had everyone here, which is awesome. Basically, yes, and the stats don't matter too much, since it works like Gen 8 Pokemon, where you can just make the Digimon competitive even if it was born with nothing. Interesting. Did I check the last one? I thought I did. Did I not? Let's check it. Let's check it again. Yeah, we checked it. For some reason you thought you didn't, but that might just be you. I also had a sneaking suspicion, but I hadn't checked it. But I remember I ticked up the encounters. I remember having done that. You're good. You're all good. You're all good, Mel. Usually average 10 minutes per person on a stream at around the range of 100 to 200 views. Never had that high of an average watch time in your life. No, like this is the first time we legit just hit 20 minutes. It was hovering around like 19 and a half. That's crazy. I don't know what the viewership used to be like, you know, when the streams were way more popular way back in 2017. Because like I didn't see this average watch time number until fairly recently, like the past year or so. Oh yeah, that's crazy. Thank you guys so much for all the support on the stream. I really appreciate it. Yeah, and we hit our like goal for the day. Thank you guys with that. Would love to hit the sub goal. Don't know if that'll happen, but we're 5 subs away from the sub goal for the day. Should be super cool. So if you know 5 people who would be interested in shiny Pokemon, let them know. Any enemy Digimon in the story can spike in difficulty where baby Digimon is surviving Mega level Digimon moves. Dang. Digimon just seems crazy. It does seem to be a controlled amount. Streamers who stream Pokemon seem to have the same amount of viewers as people who stream other people who stream Pokemon. Yeah, it kind of balances out. You have a couple like really big streamers at any given point. I know like right now I feel like Chem Nation and Puffin are some of the bigger ones, especially like as far as like people I know. You know, like I think Chem is the big one right now. Chem is in a really good spot as far as I think when he streams, especially. I don't think anyone else is streaming, and like he just is a good streamer. But Chem's in a really good spot. He pulls, I think, concurrent, similar to like when someone like Supreme Arcanine streams and stuff like that. And yeah, you can see how fast his channel's growing. Puffin pulls pretty good numbers, and then like, yeah, then you have a lot of people who hover between like 8 and 15 concurrent viewers usually. Yeah, so it's definitely a thing where I think like the audience is kind of spread out among people. I feel like it's just kind of one of those things where it's kind of like, you hit a point where it's like, you know, there's only so many viewers. Right, like there's only so many viewers in a day. Like so many viewers on YouTube at any given point for Pokemon content. Now, some streamers who stream Lumion Legacy with 100,000 subs, but most of them are around 500 to 1,000. And the scene is good. The same goes for Pokemon. 1K is relatively good considered for streaming. Yeah. Yeah, the number, it was a little bit different back when I was originally doing it. I think like around 2 to 3K back when I started was kind of a more normal place to be, unless you were like really big, like from videos before streaming. It's very interesting comparing like YouTube and like Pokemon streaming right now to what it was in like 2017, because it's a valid thing to note that it's a lot easier to stream Pokemon now than it was back then. It's a lot easier to stream like legitimate copies of Pokemon that are modern, all this stuff now compared to, you know, 4 years ago, really even 2 years ago. It took Let's Go coming out for like for people to be able to stream Pokemon using just a normal capture card. Which I guess technically isn't true. I used a normal capture card to stream before that, but I was streaming like Gen 3. It's very interesting. It's very interesting seeing the difference. It's just become more accessible, so there's more people who are able to stream, which is awesome. The funniest thing about Digimon is that none of the Digimon have genders, but if you look at some of the designs and listen to the voices, they say otherwise. Yeah, right. That could be a female-looking Digimon with a male voice, or vice versa. And in the show, you can see 2 of the same Digimon that have different gendered voices. That's interesting. Because, yeah, there's definitely, you can clearly see certain Digimon, like, have designs that imply, like, a certain gender. Or names that imply a certain gender. But yeah, then for, like, those to, like, in that case, it kind of makes sense, like, if everything's the same, you may as well just not say there is one. But yeah, then if there is, like, differences, that's kind of weird. Originally wanted to stream Pokemon, but could never get a good capture card, so we ended up streaming Living Legacy, which you're fine with, because you enjoy it and have grown in it. Hey, that's awesome, yeah. Like, I originally streamed Gen 3 stuff, because I could buy, like, a $20 HDMI capture card and borrow a GameCube with a GameBoy Player from a friend. I was able to play that versus paying, like, $600 for a 3DS capture card. That actually worked out really well for me at the time, because back then, like, there wasn't anyone else streaming like really old stuff that was like legit on cartridge. So like if you wanted to watch someone play Emerald, like I was the only one doing it. I think that helped a lot in the beginning. You know, like everyone was doing SOS and here I was doing a soft reset hunt for Trico in the hardest game to soft reset in, and everyone was like, what are you doing? You're insane. I think it's easier to go with the smaller community as everyone within the community is more likely to notice you. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're more likely to kind of be well known. It also changes the perspective on what's considered like growing large, right? You know, like you can look at Pokemon as a community and say like 2,000's a lot, or you can look at the Pokemon community and say 2,000 subscribers is nothing. If you get the chance to do a gaming live stream, you're doing Cyber Sleuth, do it, Juan. Become a DigiTuber. Or whatever you would be called. What is a capture card and what does it look like? So capture cards come in all different shapes and sizes, so it's hard to say what it looks like, but generally what a capture card does is it has an HDMI input on it or just a video input on it. You know, kind of like your TV or your computer screen has. And you're able to plug your game system into that capture card, and then it'll read the video from the game, and then like plug into your computer with a USB cable, and say like, hey, here's this video from this game, and it'll let the computer computer see the video, and then you can use the video in like streaming software and stuff. Communities can grow. Let's say you streamed Among Us before it blew up, and you were already well known within the community. Once Among Us blew up, it would be likely your channel would as well. Yeah, for sure. That's a massive thing. Yeah, basically just play what you want to play, and sometimes with the community and you're the community's interest and your interests align, like skyrocket. Yeah, look at Among Us. That's a really good example. Like Among Us was around for a while. It was around for several years before it became popular. Watch the guy has the same 2 games on all 3 of his consoles. You can just play it a bunch of times all at once, Juan. Is there like a form of shiny hunting you could do in it? It makes me nervous every time this GameCube resets on me. Either from a perspective of, oh boy, the GameCube's failing, or from the perspective of, oh no, the like cartridge or the disc is dirty or scratched. Shiny, no shiny hunting. It's that fun of a story. Okay. It's that interesting. You just play the story over and over again. Different challenges. It's like investing in stocks. Buy when the interest is low and there are fewer people, and watch the profits go up over time. Yeah, in that case, you just kind of have to. You have to find something that you're interested in that not a lot of other people are interested in. I think is really the thing there. Because that's the thing, right? Like, if you get into a small community and you don't care and you're there, they know and they're just not going to do anything. It's definitely a matter of... It's definitely one of those things where if you look at every successful streamer or YouTuber or whatever, maybe you could probably find a couple who started because they wanted to make it a job, but I guarantee you almost every creator that you see out there that is successful right now started because they wanted to do it just for fun. Like, that's why I started. I just wanted to stream Pokemon. I'd wanted to do some kind of live streaming for forever, and then I figured out I could do Pokemon. Like, I was like, I needed to land on a game that I liked enough and was good enough at to do, and I was like, I like this one and there's no skill. Let's do that. And here I am. Yeah, so it's just a matter of, like, just keep doing what you want to do and make content you would want to watch, and that's your best bet. If you joined later to try to cash on the trend, you're more likely to succeed being original than trying to copy someone else. Yeah. If you try to just join in on something because it's popular at the time, then yeah, you're not going to do too hot. If you can't do can you beat Digimon Cyber Sleuth with only this Digimon? Almost the next thing to impossible. Oh, like trying to do like a certain like Digimon only challenge. Oh, the cat woke up from a nap. I'm imagining I'm going to be getting a visitor very soon in the chair. Or not, she's taking another nap. Cool. Dang, literally the first patch. What the heck? Alright, I think we're going to do this encounter and one more. That's kind of what I'm feeling for tonight. That'll get us pretty close to the 3-hour mark for the stream. We're at 2:46 right now. Who we can possibly raid. Yeah. So hopefully everyone sticks around here for the last couple encounters and goes on to the raid. It's always fun having a super hype raid that we can send off to a bunch of people. No! No! That is brutal. I'm actually gonna risk this. I'm gonna... Or not. What the heck? We should be able to run away from this. I'm gonna risk this. It's very stupid. It's probably not gonna work. I highly doubt this is gonna work. I feel like YouTube needs to have better streamer support, for example. Change watch hours to 1,000 from 4,000 for streamers who already have a community that wants to support them. Oh, for like getting ads? Yeah, they won't do that. Before it went to the system that it is now, it was 50,000 lifetime views. Which was way easier to obtain. Like, I got to 50,000 lifetime views before I hit 1,000 subscribers. Come on, torch it. Crit! Crit! No! Mudkip miss. Dang it. Digimon has two versions of typing, a main type and an attribute type. The main type is the most important. Or it's just a data virus vaccine and neutral. Okay. Yeah, YouTube won't make it easier to become a partner. That's just the thing. They'd rather not have... Like, they expand the requirements the more and more people there are. Just because it becomes easier and easier to hit certain, like, marks as a channel. Oh, thank goodness. I think that basically puts us back at neutral with Mudkip. Would have been monetized already with the exception of the account. Your 50,000 views, but you still need to work on your sub count. Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing for me. I hit that number well before I hit... Like I said, I hit that number well before I hit 1,000 subscribers. So, like, I could apply for those programs back then. And I did, but that's when they decided to, like, ban my channel for a week. And that killed everything. The attributes is fire, water, plant, rock, wind, lightning, light versus dark, and neutral. Gotcha. Alright, I know I think I said one extra encounter. I think this will be the last one, actually. I think 1K watch hours is a lot more reasonable, because you have an active community, but a small streamer. Yeah, but again, that's just, they're trying to, it's how they sell the advertisements to people, is basically saying, if you go on one of these videos, you're guaranteed an average of, like, this many views per day, kind of thing. Or, like, this many watch hours. That's the kind of thing that they're looking at this from the perspective of selling ads based on, like, the quality of the channels that the ads could end up on. That's what's gotta be noticed. Wow, there are a lot of people streaming right now. Let's save. We'll figure out the exact streamer we're gonna raid. I'm thinking we might raid Shiny Shack again. Second time today. They're still going strong. They're hunting for my Milotic. Oh, we are absolutely raiding Shiny Shack. We're absolutely raiding someone going for my favorite shiny Pokemon? Heck yes. Like, 1K subs is a decent requirement. That is the requirement at the moment. Oh shoot, I haven't actually done anything with the disc. Oh gosh, this is awkward. But yeah, we're gonna raid Shiny Shack after this encounter on Jirachi, guys. They're hunting for a shiny Milotic. Definitely go check them out, because... Definitely go check it out, because it's incredible. Amethyst, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. Hope you had a good day. Something strange to you is you actually had a video go somewhat viral, but it only hit 27,000 views. That's a good number of views. Especially given, like, community sizes and stuff. Yeah, that's a good number of views. You fire a... If a fire data Digimon fights a water vaccine Digimon, the fire attack from the data Digimon is still super effective. Okay. Again, Digimon's, like, weirdly complicated. More power to it, but dang, is it complicated. Shiny luck! Let's see if we got that shiny luck today. Let's see. Sadly, we do not have the shiny luck today. No shiny luck for getting a nacho cheese Dorito. Alright, guys, well, that's it for the stream. We're going to be raiding Shiny Shack. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. Thank you to everyone that liked. Thank you to everyone who did subscribe, if we did get any subscribers. Yeah, we'll be back on Friday doing some Psyduck hunting. We still need to get Psyduck. I don't know if there's going to be anything on the channel tomorrow. Maybe there will be. I'm not sure. But guys, thank you so much for watching the stream. I will see you all in the next one. And until next time, take care.